Attention true crime community. True crime community has been infiltrated.
We are dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. Search but you stay lost.
Is compromised.
We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are.
True crime community has been infiltrated.
Yes, it's there. Yes, it's there. Yes.
Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yo, I got a lot of shit to say, so I'ma do this every day. I'll be writing things until I'm fucking buried in my grave. 6 feet deep under, but my body won't decay. Cause my messages are timeless, so they'll put them on display. Oh yeah, I rap with a certainty, I have a sense of urgency. A message for eternity, for everyone internally. I had some people burning me, but now they fucking learn to see I ain't the one to fuck with. Now they looking nervously, and I don't really care what you think of me respectfully. You can kick rocks if you think you're fucking better, see. I will outwork you, turn you to an enemy. Hurt you so bad that you're gonna need some therapy. I got the motherfucking recipe. I've been cooking up hits, I'ma leave a legacy. You'll be looking small when you're standing right next to me. I'm 5'10", bitch, but I'm 10 feet next to me. I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yeah, I'ma do it my way.
You work in a fucking gym, and you're 45!
I do not want any spies or snitches stuck to my chest.
I can't contain it, I'm coming out with a statement. You really changed, man, all your music and arrangement. You don't know shit, shut your mouth, you can save it. I'm the same dude that got his come up from the basement. 100 songs, 100 weeks, didn't change it. Experiments, development, intelligence, and patience. I'll do it all again, cause I never feel complacent. Let's keep the good vibes, positivity's contagious. I'm never looking back, cause I made a life that's passionate. A college graduate suppressing all his talents, yeah. He found a way to go and change, become an advocate. For taking control of your life, go out and battle. And you think you have a dream, then act on it. Get after it, get out your head and fucking capture it. You got one life to master it. Don't give up on your future, we all start losers. We're all late bloomers, gotta struggle through the sewer. What you say, yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yeah, I'ma do it my way.
So that's you to the rules, and you can't stick to them. Whatever. Those rules aren't real. You can't stick to them!
Do it my way.
Get ready for the shit show. Smoke them if you got them. Make sure you have your cigarettes. Make sure you have your drinks. Make sure you have all your stuff ready because it's going to be a hell of a day today. Understand me when I say people are fucking sick of this.
I need you again. So stick around. So stick around.
She told her subs and everybody to get ready for the shit show that was going to be put on today. She was well aware of it before it happened. She told you to get your cigarettes, your snacks, and your drink.
So stick around.
Say that I wasn't including Queen Bee, okay? I've said that on every single live. I'm not talking about Queen Bee. I'm not talking about Queen Bee. Guess what? I was fucking talking about Queen Bee.
Leave the world around us. They don't need to know. Come find me where the sun sets and say you'll never let me go. You're the one I want. Say you need me. Hide where I love. Don't let go. Know you feel the same. Say you need me. 'Cause you'll always be my broken love. Broken love. Cause you'll always be my broken love. Cause you'll always be my broken love.
Queen Bee, bring the information on Queen Bee. We're done with Queen Bee. Queen Bee's in my crosshairs. There's Queen Bee's channel. Queen Bee thinks she can. But Queen Bee is reformed. I bet you Queen Bee gets tricked. Queen Bee.
Fake PI trash bag bitch is so obsessed with me.
You'll always be my broken love. They don't know how we love when we're letting close. With you, I know I belong. Without all eyes on us, you're the one I want. Say you need me. Hide where I love. Don't let go. Know you feel the same. Say you need me. 'Cause you'll always be my broken love. Broken love. Cause you'll always be my broken love. Cause you'll always be my broken love.
Queen Bee would think she could.
Anybody a Queen Bee show earlier.
We talked about Queen Bee and stuff. I didn't listen to Queen Bee's.
I heard Queen Bee. We got bailing on Salty for Queen Bee, and some people not the Queen Bee. I don't understand why anybody's afraid of her.
About Queen Bee over here on Queen Bee.
Queen Bee, show her face, show her face, show her face.
That's real rich coming from somebody who wears pantyhose on his face every live.
You'll always be my broken love.
Attention, true crime community. True crime community has been infiltrated.
We are dreaming in.
Hey, what's happening?
Nothing much. How you doing?
Good. I didn't know if you were up here, if you would be able to hear me. My phone's kind of cutting in and out real quick, and I'm in the car, so I'll be like home in 2 seconds, but still, you know.
All right, no problem. Try not to do a Betty. Just be like to induce cell phones, computers.
Don't be telling my secrets now. I'm almost there. I'm almost to where she's at. So.
Oh shit! You going to CPAC too? Oh no! It looks like you got a new member. It says Miss Glass. But anyway, how you doing, guys? Let me see. MGL is trash. Absolutely agree. Absolutely agree. Hello, came from one of the great creators to watch. This community is wonderful. Thank you, Toby. Toby. Queen is right now driving her car, so she'll probably be home in a couple of minutes, but she probably came on. MG will never call one more human being a R word, as long as I can use my finger to do my talking. She's an absolute disgrace to any platform. She said the R word in a derogatory way. That's really fucked up. Hi, Punky, and hello, Felony Melanie. Let me see. Hit the like button. Yeah, Queen will be in a second. She just said 2 minutes. She'll be driving up. Welcome to the hive. When did Molly call someone an R word? That's so weird. Like, what the fuck's wrong with that lady? She has like no like understanding of things not to say, and that's pretty fucked up. Hey B-Tin, where have you been? I have been around. I've seen you. I mean, I haven't seen you in ages, Follow the Grain. Ages. Hi, 6up Media. How you doing? How's things going with you? What is the R word? I don't really like to say it, but I'll spell it. It's the R-E-T-A-R-D. I don't like saying the word because I feel like it's a very derogatory word to say to people, and it's not really nice to say to people like that. Queen needs to take a day to herself. She's always on the go. Absolutely, she does. She's always on the go. The only time she's actually taken off is when she was sick. So that's the only time she's taken off. Serenade us. All right, I'm not doing that. But anywho, she was talking in the mirror. Who was talking in the mirror?
Thank you for becoming a member. What is the M Glass? Thank you, love.
Yes, Miss Glass. Not only did she call someone the R word, but she suggested someone who is equally trashy and extra chromosome insulting those with Downs. So Molly called someone an R word. Wow.
She called somebody a retard?
Yeah, I don't like saying the word, to be honest with you.
You know my filter, sometimes it doesn't work right. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And it's not like I'm afraid of the algorithm, right? I just don't like using that. I kind of feel like that's a very, very negative word that a lot of people got hurt with when they're called that. Especially
it is really derogatory. It's disgusting. You know what I mean? I'm guilty of it too, so I can't sit here and act like I haven't, because I've said that plenty of times in my life. You know what I mean? So
yeah. I want to say thanks for Johnson and Queen.
It is a nasty word to be using, though. I get it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it. But Queen's coming in hot. Yeah, she is definitely coming in hot. She might be coming in hot into her house. She's driving the car. She's probably one hand on the phone, one hand with the...
Driving kids I don't have custody of, in a vehicle that I don't have, with driver's license that I don't have.
Wait,
what else did that lady say? Hold on. What else did that lady say? Oh, and I owe the courthouse, what'd she say, $1,200 or $1,000 or something?
Yeah.
Shit.
Wait a minute, Queen. Do I hear sirens? Are you on a police chase right now?
You don't fucking stop busting me out. I swear to God. How do you know I was pulled over? How the fuck did you know?
Wait a minute. Am I watching you on your police chase right now on YouTube?
Oh my God. I can't. Turn the fucking goddamn farm simulator game off now.
Wow. Fuck.
I'm fucking busted. That's it.
Oh shit. Oh well, it's a derogatory, degrading, humiliating words, and so many have for the stigma that comes from it. Yeah, well, because Molly's an ignorant person, and she says ignorant things.
She does too. Oh shit! We got stuff in the back chat. We got 7 of them. We got 7 back chats in the back chat.
Blowing up the back chat.
Ali's in the back chat. Everyone's in the back chat. All right, turn it off. now. Yeah. Oh, geez. Farm Simulator.
Yeah, you better get off of that game already.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. God damn it.
Yeah, that's the whole conspiracy. Because don't you know that's how you and Grandma Sherry and Sleuth Mom and everybody knows everything about Dylan Rounds because you guys all secretly played a fucking Farmville Simulator game. And
yeah.
I love that you're all part of a conspiracy. It's kind of like epic. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
they're gonna be like, damn, she was selling the Murdoch's pills and God damn it, drug dealer, fucking goddamn mule, drug mule.
Oh my God.
I was dying when BB was like, turn the Farm Simulator on. Oh my God.
Oh. I don't even like that game, to be honest with you.
You're like, it's a stupid ass game. Don't associate me with
Don't associate me with that game. What's going on? It's so weird, man. It's just so weird. People just
I know. That's
our goat seller. Yeah.
Sheep.
What up, bitches?
What up, bitch?
Who did she call a R-E word?
I don't know who she called.
Twice a day.
Oh, jeez.
Oh my God, listen to this. So last night, somebody links me and they're like, oh my God, they're talking about
You broke up.
Uh-oh.
On Dolly? On Dolly? Uh-oh. Where's Queen? They caught her.
They caught her, guys.
Yeah, Dolly was talking. He was mad.
He was mad at you, Jones.
I have to fucking call in here in a sec. And I did. I tried to call in on his phone line 3 fucking times.
You did?
Yes, I fucking did. I was feeling honored the cat shit last night. No, bitch, I wanted to call in and just fuck with him. Anyhow, I knew he wasn't going to let me stay on there long because you know how he is. He's going to know instantly. Everybody knows my fucking voice. So I can't get away with fucking around too much because everybody knows it. You know what I mean? Yeah. So like, fuck. So anyhow, though, listen, Paperclip was like fucking going hard. Listen, she was going hard for Johnson and he's like, stop saying that name. They're roaches. Stop it, Paperclip. She's like, no, she made a video sticking up for me. And he's like, stop, Paperclip. Don't say name. Don't. She's like, no, it's just Jones. And he's like, stop saying her name.
Oh my gosh.
This is her
said her name like 6 fucking times, and I loved every second of it.
Paperclip.
Put that country twang on. You might not know it's you.
And he's like, they're gonna tell you everything bad about me, Paperclip. They're gonna try to get you away from me. And Paperclip's like, no, and Dolly's like, yeah, they will. Yeah. And she's like, no, she was sticking up for me. And she's like, yeah. He's like, yeah, because they're trying to take you away from me.
You're damn right. You're goddamn right, motherfucker.
Damn right.
We're going in for you, Paperclip. We're doing a recon mission.
The truth will set you free.
Recon, steal all Dolly's fucking mods except for Pumplefuck. We ain't taking that one.
Yeah, no, we don't want her. We don't want her.
Definitely not.
Oh, fuck, listen to this. And listen, my fucking all got a goddamn membership to Dolly's fucking Vision.
Oh my God.
I fucking all got a goddamn membership. I'm like, fuck, man. God damn it.
Membership for everyone. Oh,
you could go watch, things you put on members only.
No, I said that's what the fuck I get for trying to be ornerier than cash shit. All the fuck in. That's what happens.
Totally. It's funny. Oh my God. I can't believe he was like upset with you, like he knows you, Joneson.
Oh, he
doesn't comment on my shit. So it's
stop saying her name. Paperclip, stop saying her name.
Well, it's not Queen Bee. It's Joneson.
No way. That's what he said.
No, I'm just saying that's funny as fuck if she did.
Oh, Paperclip.
Yeah. Bless her heart.
Bless her heart. That should be her like.
Damn, Joneson, Betty and Dolly both hate us this week.
I know.
We got a lot of hate coming towards us. I mean, for a hate channel, we get a lot of hate.
There's hate coming this way. I thought it was supposed to be going the other way, right?
Yeah, just incredible.
I think that's a big projection they're putting up.
I'm getting hate for allegedly playing Farm Simulator and part of some sort of.
But you are a tomato. You do probably grow on a farm somewhere, right?
has to do with the grand conspiracies of 333 for some reason. I have no fucking clue what that is. And
half of 666.
Stop the capping, Tim. You know you like it.
Have you heard
Stop
that
the
recording I
cap.
have from Molly's last night? Did you hear it on Joneson's yet? The clip I have?
oh yeah, we heard it on the Johnson.
No, I was asking Queen if she heard it.
Shit, Queen's been busy.
Yeah, Queen's like literally on a police pursuit right now. She's being like trying to avoid the cops.
God, Tim.
I bet if you guys turn on her local news, like the Chicago area news, you'll find Queen on there's a helicopter flying overhead.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, wait
This
a
isn't
minute.
Ryan Upchurch. Remember that with the helicopter on top of his house?
Paranoia.
Yeah, exactly.
Adderall.
New video came out on him. He did his own video, like something about conservatorship.
Oh, really?
But Nick, it is not new because it is pre-face tattoo. You've got it now. We have a timeline of when those videos are being done. It does not have the face
He didn't have his tattoo when he did that?
No.
Oh, I didn't even check. I didn't even realize
You gotta
that.
look
Ooh.
closer, buddy.
Huh.
But anyway, yeah, just a weird week. I think the reason why Dolly does not like you is because you have a chance of converting a lot of his subs because you just come in there, you're very nice, you're very respectful. You aren't just like full of like hatred towards and just like, and you try to convince them like, hey, Dolly's a piece of shit. Stop giving him your money. You don't need to give him money. He's a piece of shit.
It would benefit him more if I was rude as fuck going in there.
Yeah. Because that's the monster they build. They build like this monster.
Behoove Dolly to be nice to you. Behoove him.
Yeah, it would. I thought we were starting to get on a I don't know, a kind of like a truce kind of thing. Like,
yeah,
I haven't even been going after him that much.
Like Switzerland.
Yeah.
Time to turn it up, Jonesy.
I guess it is. Shit. And then he's gonna delete that damn live. Damn it. Queen told me that. I went and looked and it was gone.
I was pissed. I'm like, God damn it. I knew I should have fucking screen recorded that son of a bitch clip. I fucking knew it.
Somebody out there. Anybody. Did anybody report it?
Well, he was
next
talking
time
about
just send me a message.
something or whatever that other Dolly Vision page that they were talking about. Somebody was talking about it. I really don't even know who the fuck it was.
It was like
just send me a message next time and I can record it. I'm always happy to pitch in on the screen record game.
Well, normally he leaves his shit up. I didn't think.
You never know.
You know what I mean? I was like,
Queen, now that you're back, did you hear that clip I played for the guys over on and girls over on Johnson's about Molly's last night?
No, honey, I didn't listen to Johnson's. I didn't have time.
Do you want me to play it real quick? It's pretty crazy.
I don't even know.
Gross, Queen. It's gross.
It's on my
I
phone.
don't even know what it is. I can't hear him.
Oh, you can't hear me?
No. What'd you say? What did you say? What is it? Did I see what?
It's a clip that I recorded on Molly's live last night when Veda was on there.
Yeah, it's quite horrifying.
It's
She called her a retard or something. Is that what it is?
No, it's far, far worse than that. It is the stuff of H.P. Lovecraft's nightmarish reality.
All the fucking beautiful bean footage. Then
there we go. It's just a voice recording, so you're just gonna hear it. But here we go.
He isn't ready to go.
Oh yeah, what's the last thing I recorded?
I love all the 80s hair bands. Like, I had the hottest thing for Nikki Sixx for like ever. Yeah, he was the first person I ever masturbated to at like 13. Jesus Christ. And I'll never forget that face. Like, he's so hot. I did have a thing for Marky Mark because he did post. I met Marky Mark. Oh yeah, I almost ended up in his room together. I would have went to jail for rape.
What? That fucking liar.
Telling you.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's Veda. And then she started talking about her porn addiction and yada, yada, yada. It was freaking a wild night last night.
Oh, you know you was happy as hell. Don't even stunt.
No, Veda was talking about the porn addiction. Oh, goddamn.
Willow knows.
Yeah, I was gonna say Willow probably knows a little bit about that too.
Oh my god. Yeah, she deleted the live. It was annoying though. I mean, I think some of the girls and guys watched it. She just would not stop talking. It was nonstop.
I know Stephanie said the best part is Boston's commentary.
At the end, yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Is it still going or are you playing it again?
I just played some little kid saying Jesus Christ because that's what fucking Boston reminded me of. Like a little kid that says Jesus Christ.
I looked at my phone like, what's going on?
You're like, oh my
What
god,
do you
where is that coming from?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Like he reminds you of that. Maybe that is Boston, but growing up. He's like,
Is that you,
Jesus
Boston?
Christ.
No.
Oh my god. Yeah, I think like certain things should be left off the internet, especially who you plan on raping, and also thoughts of your porn addiction and how many times you self-satisfy yourself should probably.
Yeah. She says that because her and Molly get into not an argument but a debate. Molly wants porn off the internet because she says that a lot of people commit S because of it. Like actors that go to Hollywood and try to become Hollywood actors and then become porn actresses and blah, 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 yada, 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 even though she doesn't realize that Florida is the porn capital of the world now. But that being said, she looks at her like sideways, Veda. She's like, oh my God, I could not do without porn ever. I need that in my life. 3 or 4 minutes and I'm good to go. I'm like, what is going on right now? It was like, oh.
Yeah, it's definitely weird. I think that woman definitely is odd. But I think like Betty's kind of, I'm sure like, I'm just about to say Betty. Molly's kind of like, I'm sure she watches like, she's just lying. She's like, she tries to pretend.
Well, yeah, when they started using skedaddle and they started using our words, I knew that fucking little bitch was watching. Hey, cripple, the Heather Life, little bitch. I love you, bitch. I'm glad you're in here. I miss you.
Heather and that crippled for life. That's an
Yeah,
interesting
she said, look, and she sent me a cute fucking shirt. So did Dynamite. She sent me some cute little shirts that says, I hate all of you all down the back of it.
Oh. Hi, Hales.
That girl sent me some cute stuff too. I need to look, I want to post it and shit, but I don't want to be like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I hear you. Oh my God. I'm gonna roll blunt. I just heard some snappy snap. I just got some new herbsy.
You have it in a plastic bag?
Said, what the hell did I walk in on?
A green container.
That's for a Friday night on the YouTubes.
Yeah, apparently
stuff too. Oh, I'm so happy.
Oh yeah, little bitch. She took the yo. I'm like, yo, what up? Yeah, she little bitch tries to say that too. Fucking little bitch. Using our skedaddles, using our yo.
Yeah.
I fucking twist them if you got them, smoke them if you got them. These motherfuckers, I've had it.
Wait, so someone
never
the yo thing? I didn't even hear that.
They can skedaddle on off with our words. Them little.
I never thought in a million years. Yeah, I never thought in a million years that someone would actually try to steal skedaddle. That's weird.
Yeah. Oh yeah. House of Hot Me Down and
House
fucking
of hash browns.
I said House of Haunt Me Down.
Haunt Me Down.
House of Hauntville. Fuck. House of anyhow though. Hold on. Let's see. I think Battery Betty's bleached mullet said I think Veda took one of MGL's diet pills before the live.
Yes.
They
She
make
would
her
not
up.
stop talking.
Yeah.
It was like you could not get a word in with her. Like there were 3 people on the panel.
And she sits on her toilet to stream.
Yeah, but you guys know she only had She only had like 223 people in that fucking live. I looked at it. I was getting ready to go in there, and I was like,
Yeah, it wasn't much.
Holly Golightly?
Yeah, she only had like 200 people, and I was like, damn, she's left. Yeah, because usually she's got like 600 fucking people in there. Nah, she only had like I said, 232 people in there last night.
They've been dropping.
She had 396 live today, and she had 75 likes until the end. So you know that's a lot of people who just watch.
I know you know your girl's stats, but
gosh, I gotta stop it.
No, I gotta talk shit. You know I do. Oh, gotcha, man.
fucking know.
I seen that.
We watched the footage of the day the wheels fell off of our friendship over on Jones's earlier.
What happened? I'm sorry.
We watched the footage of the day that the wheels fell off of Molly's and my friendship. And I had not seen it since the day that, since like being in the moment, watching it happen, you know, experiencing it happen. I'm so fucking proud of myself.
I told you,
so
voices.
proud of myself that I did the right thing. And it was so instinctual. Well, I'm in my 11th year.
Hey,
of
explain to me
sobriety.
what happened. What do you mean? What do you
Yeah,
mean?
Okay. So the whole thing of Tennessee, going to Tennessee, and I ended up not going. Like I was standing up trying to make them understand that what they were about to do was going to break the law, and that there was a way to do it and a way not to do it. And they didn't want to hear anything of the right way. They wanted to go in doing it the way they did, which we saw broke many laws. And by all rights, they should have gotten arrested for what they did.
She was yelling at voices. You're either with us or you're against us. It was just a bully tactic.
Betty trying to say that she researches laws before she goes anywhere. Okay.
Yeah.
It just like I'm just so proud of that. Like I took that as like a big, like ugly moment in time, but now looking back on it, out of it, I'm not sad at all about it.
I'm glad I found that for you then.
I appreciate it so much, Nick.
Well, yeah.
Oh shit, Johnson's on the camera. That's not good.
Oh,
I was just saying, Johnson's cammed up. What's up, boo? Looking all cute. Yeah. So, you guys know we was talking shit. We said, who's the first, who's the, you know, the juror to come out? There's one out already. It was 9 hours ago. They couldn't wait to fucking talk.
Yeah, that dude.
Oh, yeah. No.
Autopsy photos. Autopsy photos got leaked.
Wow.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? From somebody in like in the courtroom, not anybody, because it's like the angle, and they're doing an investigation. The judge talked about it. Well,
me has them.
Shit, they were stuck in that fucking courtroom for weeks. They got to make some money and make up for that.
Yeah, I don't think it's from the jury. But I bet there's going to be juries.
Oh, this is one of the jurors speaks out. Here, let me play it.
You know.
Wife and son. We're going to talk to the lead prosecutor in just a moment. First, Eva Pilgrim is at the courthouse in Walterboro, South Carolina. And Eva, you have an exclusive interview with one of the jurors.
That's right, George. That juror telling us what happened inside the deliberation room. Moments after that verdict was read, Alec Murdaugh turning back to his surviving son, mouthing, "I'm sorry, I love you." That once prominent attorney now convicted of murdering his wife and son. After 28 days, 75 witnesses, and less than 3 hours of deliberation, the jury finding Alec Murdaugh guilty of killing his wife Maggie and son Paul.
Guilty, 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 guilty.
Murdaugh appearing emotionless as the unanimous verdict was read. His surviving son Buster, who testified in support of his dad, putting his head in his hands. The defense asking for a mistrial, but the judge standing firm.
The jury has now considered the evidence for a significant period of time, and the evidence of guilt is overwhelming, and I deny the motion.
The disgraced attorney then taken out of the courtroom. Now, in an ABC News exclusive, juror Craig Moyer breaking his silence, revealing how the jury came to their decision.
When you first got in the room, you took a vote?
It was 2 not guilty, 1 not sure, and 9 guilty.
What was your vote?
Guilty.
From the start?
Yes.
Moyer says it didn't take long to get everyone on the same page.
We started deliberating, going through the evidence. Everybody was pretty much talking, and about 45 minutes later, after all our deliberating, we figured it out.
So it took basically 45 minutes for you guys to come to a decision?
Probably about 45, maybe an hour.
That's really fast.
Yeah, the evidence was clear.
He says it was this piece of video featuring Alec's voice at the crime scene moments before the murders that convinced him.
Hear his voice clearly. And everybody else could too.
Alec finally admitting it was him for the first time a year and a half after the murders.
When he said it was him, were you surprised?
I was very surprised.
Why?
That was his only savior right there.
For some people, it's so hard to understand how a husband, especially a father, would kill their own son. What made you so sure that he had?
His responses, how quick he was with the defense, and his lies, steady lies.
Did you feel like he was a liar?
A good liar, but not good enough.
Moyer also not convinced by moments like this. Alec appearing emotional on the stand.
What did you think when Alec Murdaugh took the stand?
I didn't think much of him.
Really?
Really. I didn't see any true remorse or
Well, I feel like this juror had his mind made up before he ever even went.
Yeah, and that's the problem. Like, did he get, did the guy actually think about the facts of the case being presented, or did he just go with his feelings and just basically the affect of how this guy was acting? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, that video and him being there really is hard for me to get over, truthfully. You know what I mean? It's a big thing, It's like
Are they going to look at this and be like, thinking he made his, like what Queen just said, made his mind up beforehand and like mistry, you know what I mean?
I don't think so. No, I don't. I mean, there's going to be other like grounds for appeals that far better than this. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, there's way better things for grounds for appeal. And Ellie,
Hi, Gray, by the way. DeGray says, the facts of the case definitely proved Alex was the murderer. Very obvious. Yeah, definitely he was the murderer. Just like,
yeah,
I just think like maybe his financials should not have probably been brought in because they didn't prove that was actually, you know what I mean? Like I felt like that was the only thing I would have issues with.
Yeah, I mean, it started with it did go a little too much and got a little muddy.
And the defense was terrible. It's just like they basically didn't prove well, he's at the scene. Everyone knows at the scene, and didn't really make another theory on like who else could have done it and who else could have.
Yeah, that's the thing, and conspiracy.
I think he got his mind made up before he ever even went in. You know what I mean? Like, some people just know. Like he's probably, he heard a little bit of the evidence and knew. Like
from that part of the.
Sometimes it's not really hard. Sometimes you don't have to think about it. You know what I'm saying? Like it is what it is. You hear what happened, you watch it, you see the evidence, and you're like, yeah, he's fucking guilty.
Yeah,
period.
Yeah. Period.
Gray said reasonable doubt. People are dumb. The motive was proven by financials. It wasn't supposed to be used for a character, but it would have that effect.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the financials are like a 99 other indictments that they look like they're going to pursue, like even they might take pleas, but it sounded like the judge said that, he's going to be the judge for all of those other cases.
I thought he was retiring, like, right? Now he's going to be doing all these other cases.
He's been on them the whole time.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just interesting.
I
But I
came
don't
up
think
to jump up. I jumped up to talk about the autopsy photo.
Oh yeah.
So, and the only reason I know this is because I was watching it at the time and I noticed it happened.
Right.
It was actually when they were streaming court live. Somebody, and I believe it was the prosecution's table.
Oh, interesting.
Okay. Who, you know how they turn their monitors or cover them with cardboard and paper from the gallery?
Yeah.
Well, one guy sitting there picked up the paper as it was turned toward the cameras facing the gallery. So his monitor was facing the gallery. He lifted up the paper blocking it to take a look at it himself, and he was taking notes and then put it back down. And I think that's what
you're breaking up really badly. You're really breaking up.
Yeah, you're correctly. Yeah, so somebody it's in the courtroom that like leaked these photos of the autopsy online. And the judge talked about it today, and he said that, SLAD will probably do an investigation. It's not really a court matter. Do you know what I mean? They said it's like a police investigation matter. You know what I mean? Because that's like serious. Like, those are sealed for a reason,
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy that somebody, well, it's not crazy. We've seen people do crazy shit, right?
Yeah, I haven't seen. Just change that. Yeah, I haven't seen Skeptic. Last time I saw Skeptic was when he came here. He hasn't gone live, so hopefully. And I saw him talk to him on his community posts, right? By the way, so I think that was yesterday. I was actually laughing at a couple of community posts that he posted on.
Skeptic is here. Yeah.
Okay, so I
She
got
keeps
static
getting
leave, but
kicked on
did you
accident,
hear
she
what I
said.
was saying?
Oh, there's Skeptic.
Oh yeah, you're good.
Yeah, you're good.
But you heard what I was saying earlier, that it was actually from the prosecution's table. So it wasn't
Yeah.
like a member of the gallery or someone who saw
But they
something
saw.
or
I
anyone.
thought it was somebody in the courtroom took a picture from. They like got it from the prosecution's table. No. Okay. I thought that's how
Well,
it
they
was
could have
leaked.
taken a screenshot or a picture of their television because I took a screenshot of it.
Oh, gotcha.
Jeez, that would be so fucked up if that happened that way.
Wow, that's crazy.
I mean, it was on my phone and it's so
Yeah.
small you can't tell, but I'm like, did he just flash? And I actually rewinded to see, was that an
Wow.
autopsy photo? And it is.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, so somebody like took it and then like released it from like where everybody
Probably.
could get it, kind of like the jury, like getting a shot of the jury as they were leaving. You know?
Yeah, so it wasn't like one of the lawyers or somebody like in the courtroom had access and
Yeah, no, I didn't
did
think
It
it.
was just somebody behind him that took advantage of.
Or maybe
of-
just
What a
somebody like
sick,
and
what a
yeah.
sicko to be like to think to do
Yeah.
that. Like, come
Oh,
on,
no.
man. Jesus Christ. Who wants to see that shit? You know what I mean? Like, that's just I don't want to see someone like that. Oh my God.
I mean, I don't want to see it either, but when I saw it, I was shocked. I'm like, was
Well,
that
that's
an
what-
autopsy photo?
That's
And I
what Ray Andracchio is doing Critical K for, because supposedly she had showed Christians, you know.
Oh, jeez.
Not supposedly, Queen. She did. I've got the screenshots to prove it. Yes, ma'am.
I haven't seen him, so I say supposedly because I hadn't seen him with my own eyes. You know what I mean? I don't want to.
Yeah. Jeez.
Damn.
That's just terrible. I mean, like, I don't know why every time someone has to turn into a circus and just have to. You got JLR literally chasing down Buster saying, we're going to get you for another crime that we suspect you of. You have like him hanging around there. It's just weird. It's just so weird, man. It's so weird. It's like every time this becomes like a circus because people just don't.
Yeah.
It comes out of nowhere too. Just out of
Yeah.
nowhere.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
crazy that he just popped out and was like talking about Stephen Smith. And like Law and Crime picked it up.
Yes, apparently you're right, Salty. I somehow joined a farming cult, apparently.
Oh.
It's absolutely correct. Apparently the new working theory is that from a certain content creator that me and other people have planned out some sort of murder or kidnapping using Farm Simulator. And even though I don't play Farm Simulator, and that I proceeded to plan out these events with it. And I'm supposed to jump on that person's panel to answer for these high crimes that I supposedly have done.
Damn, Queen. We had no idea we had the key to Dylan Round's disappearance right here under our nose. A damn
Jeez.
tomato.
Yeah, so that's apparently his thought process. Also, the 333 apparently has something to do with it. I don't know. It's 3 weeks, 3
That's
days,
like
3
occult
months.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. So that is the situation with that Farm Simulator, unfortunately. So
Oh, do you see what Skep said? He said that he saw Tim outside with his
I was.
He playing Pokemon. Wow.
What the fuck is that?
Who's that?
I think that's Joneson.
Is that Joneson?
No. Be careful, Sam, too. You might be brought into the conspiracy. You know, it's
Yeah.
There's a lot of conspiracies apparently.
There's a few roles left for people to play. You better watch it.
No, just some like I don't know. I was like, I heard what happened was I'm in this chat yesterday, and like someone from Salty's panel jumped, like someone's like mod comes in here and says Salty wants you on his panel. I'm like, I don't really want to go on a conspiracy channel because that's not an insult to the guy. That's what his says is about. He does conspiracies and speculations and whatever, and I don't really want to be a part of that. I try to jump on channels that try to stick to the facts, and that's not. And then he starts accusing me of playing Farm Simulator and somehow playing Farm Simulator with Dylan Rounds, even though
Well, and I probably sound retarded because I said we're stupid. I shouldn't say that word because now
Holy shit! I'm
Well,
sorry to jump in. A man has been charged with murder in Dylan Rounds' case.
What?
Nate Eaton with the East Idaho News 4 minutes ago.
What? They're gonna think.
Drop the link in the back chat.
Drop the link.
It's on my phone, babe. Type in
I'll
East
look
Idaho
it up.
News. How do hang on? Let me.
Oh no! Come on. Who is? What's the name?
East Idaho News.
No, baby. What's the name? Who's been arrested?
Oh, hang on.
Oh, that's Brenner. That's Brenner.
Just got off the phone.
Yeah, breaking news.
Dylan's
What's up?
mom, Candace, she sent a statement.
Charges have been finally filed in
Oh,
Dylan Round.
Oh, it wasn't.
That's
He
weird.
said that
28 minutes ago.
What?
Wow.
James Brenner.
Oh, wait, it's not Kurt. It's
not B. Tim.
It's not B. Tim.
No.
It's not Sleuth Mode.
Unless this
Stop
is B.
the
Tim,
cat.
this guy
It's
I'm
not
looking at
hard to
right now.
prove.
I'll put it in the back chat.
Tim's
Oh
been
my God.
vindicated.
I've been vindicated on
Oh
the
my God,
spot.
or exposed or doxxed right now. This is maybe
Wow.
but this doesn't look like it would fit your MO at all, B. Tim.
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
And also, wasn't he kept on?
Wow, that's crazy.
I do, but he took it a little too far today. I was kind of upset.
Did he know that something was going on?
No,
with Dylan Rounds? That's weird, then, guys.
He also kept on accusing Corbin for almost a year. Of,
my God, it's
Hang on. I'll tell you what's going on, you guys.
It's like 9 minutes ago.
Well, he ended up getting fired from his job, so now he's going to YouTube 3 times a day. So, apparently Jim and Mr. X were successful in their campaign to get him fired. It got him fired. He's now a full-time YouTuber.
Well, don't accuse me of murder. And I was success.
Well, look how you accuse somebody of murder. Boom, they catch the murderer 5 minutes later. There B. Tim is like superhero or something. I don't know.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, I haven't.
That's weird.
Kelly Canyon Resort has been proud to call the Bank of Commerce their business partner.
It
for
just
almost 20
happened.
years. Our focus has always been on making family memories. That's why they're the only bank we'll ever need. The Bank of Commerce.
That means villainizing the mother and saying that she has something to do with it too is wrong too.
Hey everyone,
Oh, wow.
good evening to you. I just wanted to come in here really quick and let you know there is some breaking news in the Dylan Rounds case. James Brenner, the man who was squatting on property near Dylan's farm out in Lucin, Utah, was charged today with murder, aggravated murder, and desecration of a body. Both of those
That's
are
not a
felonies
charge.
in the state of Utah, where he has been in the Box Elder County Jail for quite some time, since the summertime. And officials officially charged him with aggravated murder today. Just got off the phone with Dylan's mom, Candace. She sent a statement. I believe. I hope that went through. If not, we have the full statement on eastidahonews.com. I just posted a story. So Brenner has been the key suspect in all of this, and he has a pretty violent history. We don't know the details surrounding what led to this alleged crime, but we do know that Dylan has not been found. His body has not been recovered. So that is a key part of this case that still needs to be solved. But with these charges being filed, police must be pretty sure that they have the evidence they need, or at least the prosecutor in Box Elder County, Utah. So we have a story again on East Idaho News. I'm actually out with my family, but I wanted to come on here and let you know that we are aware of the story. We have put it up. Candace, I think it's a sense of relief for her and her family, and they have been wanted me to pass along their thanks to you from them for all of your support, all of your prayers, as this case has been so perplexing since he disappeared in May. If you can believe it, it was Memorial Day weekend when he was last seen, when he last made that call to his grandmother, said he had to get the grain in the shed, it was going to rain, and then he vanished. And no sign of his wallet, no sign on his bank account, nothing like that. Some very weird and mysterious things happening, according to his family, in his trailer items that were gone and then reappearing. His truck was spotless, had been power washed. We have all the coverage. You can go back and watch it on East Idaho News from over the past year or so, and the interviews with their parents. So I'm gonna hopefully Candace and Justin Rounds will be able to come in and chat with me. We can do another interview early next week and get their perspective as this case moves forward. That's the latest. Thanks for watching.
Can you do me a favor, Queen? Can you show the community post of Scientific Skeptic I put in the back? I could share a screen if you want.
Yeah. Is it back here already? Yeah.
Yeah, I put it back there. I just wanted to show one thing, which I'd like to point out. I find this very interesting when I saw on Scientific Skeptic's community post.
Yeah, I got you. I'm pulling it up right now.
It's the community post.
You know what though? Listen, I'm so fucking happy.
Yeah.
I'm so happy that Brenner has finally been charged. I'm like ecstatic. Is this it right here?
Yeah, that's it. It says, what I like about it is says, this is why scientific attitude is so important. How often do you hear someone explain all the ways that they have been wrong and learned something? And how often have you heard someone explain to you all the ways that they are right despite being entirely wrong and learn nothing? To make it worse, the former will be considered weak and not credible, while the latter will be loaded as courageous and virtuous. This is why you can't have nice things. The fundamental cause of trouble is that the modern world is a world the stupid are cocksure, while the intelligent are full of doubt. And then you have the diagram. I have attempted science, and then the other guy says, please explain. The other guy says, I formed an idea and then discovered I was wrong. Then the other guy says, there are numerous diagrams. And the other guy, who said that, I was wrong in numerous ways. And then he said, I produced a detailed tribute to my wrongness. That goes for a lot of people on the Dylan Rounds case, by the way, who basically accused almost every single person involved in some way in the disappearance of Dylan Rounds, when the police officers got the right guy and just had to wait for, I don't know what corkscrew is. I don't know what that is, but that's what it says. Sorry, skeptics. When the police officers got the guy, and Candace Cooley was basically saying, yes, we caught the guy and we're just waiting for evidence, and everyone else was blamed for being some sort of conspiracy, planning the events on Farm Simulator. Okay. Somehow people being related and planning it, people blaming the mother and saying she's not nice and she's weird. You know what I mean? Like, for months. I hope this has taught people something. Let the cops do their jobs, and they will, because they have more resources than us, and you can just report the news. Thank you.
Well, yeah, that's another thing too. I think it's important to, talk about cases and dive into them, but that's something else. I don't want to dive into something and dive into a family and search into their family and look at, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to be crossing those lines. That's not for me to cross. That's not my, that's not their fault.
That's why so many people respect you, Queen, because you draw a personal boundary and you give that same personal boundary to every place that we touch on. Like, we have a line. We know how far we can go.
Yeah.
You don't see any conspiracies going on over here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. I really like Salty. I hope that, I
hope this woke him up.
And you know what I'm saying? Now that he's been charged, and he formally starts to tell where Dylan's body's at, they can go get Dylan and lay him to rest with his family, for his family. I just hope for his family's sake that James Brenner tells where he's at.
Yeah.
So that they can lay him properly to rest. You know what I'm saying? Because having a missing child would break me the fuck down.
Yeah. And that woman,
she's been without her son. She's been not knowing for a very long time now.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that poor, listen, a lot of people attack Candace Cooley and made up, just
hell on here.
And I defend
I knew it was Brenner. I knew it.
Yeah. And, you know what? And it's like, I just think this is a teachable moment to Salty. Listen.
Well,
it's going to be a teachable moment.
I don't think it's just Salty. I think there's several others.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I told him, he said he wanted to talk to you, and I told him to come on over, but
yeah,
that he didn't want me to protect you, or he didn't want you protected. He wanted to talk to you on his own, which is fine. Like,
what?
Isn't gonna.
I don't need. First off,
you talk to him yourself. You're a grown fucking adult. I don't feel like I need to protect you from anything.
yeah. First off, I'm not going to jump on your panel because you're, like you said, like I said, I don't like jumping on panels and associating with people with conspiracies. I jump on panels with people I respect.
Well, yeah,
and
he
I
knows
like.
he's welcome to come over here. It's an open panel. It always has been. He's my friend. I would let him up here. You're my friend. I would, you know what I'm saying? If you wanted to talk to him, you know, or if you said, hey, I don't want him up here, I don't want to talk to him at all, then I would respect that and say, okay.
Yeah, but I'm willing to talk to anyone.
You've never said that.
Yeah, I'm willing to talk to anyone. I would love him to have, before this whole thing, I was going to ask him, like, explain your whole theory. And then I would just be like, okay, this makes no sense, bro. But yeah, I mean, the guy, I've been ignoring him. I've been very cordial to him. I've only really been responding to him because he's always been digging at me. He's pulled up comments about, like, reading comments out that I made on a gaming channel that was supposed to be a sleuth bomb gaming channel and claiming some sort of association. I mean, come on. And now it's turned out that Brenner was the guy who did it, and you basically were doxing and attacking almost everyone.
Ain't that some shit?
Skeptic says, Tim, I'm not willing to talk to you anymore until you leave the strange farming cult. Yeah, I guess I'm done for. I'm done for.
Exposed.
I've been exposed. I don't know.
That's it. That's it.
Farmer.
Yeah,
Farmer Tim.
And it's like, it's such a nerve of him to, like, it's such a nerve. Yeah, and it's such a nerve to him that he thinks he has, like, the right to interrogate me. For what crimes? None. I made a comment on a
for
gaming
being a
channel.
tomato.
Yeah, I made a comment on a gaming channel.
For being the YouTube badass.
Oh my god.
Well, and I wanted to know what it was. I was like, what channel is this? Where is this? And
I showed him.
He said it was gone. And I was like,
no, it's not. It's still up. And he claimed, his statement was that Dylan Rounds was playing video games with Sleuth Mom. But meanwhile, the voice he's claiming is Dylan Rounds. The video's 4 months ago. You can hear the guy. What happened was Sleuth Mom was creating a gaming channel with her cousin, who is not Dylan Rounds. And basically, they were playing Farm Simulator. And I was just trying to support the channel and watch it. And I made a comment and hit a like because I was trying to support her channel. And then Jimmy Con made up this whole conspiracy with, like, the last names being same and their relatives, which doesn't make sense. If Sleuth Mom was actually a relative of Candace Cooley, she would have said it. She would have definitely said it. Okay? She wouldn't have just kept it secret, because it would have been just like me. Let's say I had a relative that was missing. I would have said, hey, so-and-so relative is missing. I would like the biggest channels to cover it. I would go to Queen Bee and be like, here, my relative here is missing. I'm related to this person and so forth. But it's just, he grabbed the Jimmy Con theory and he ran with it. And then he started saying it when he started drying up with certain content or certain, like, ideas. He tried to make the conspiracy, like, more and more confusion. And then he brings back Jimmy Con's idea of the farm simulator. Meanwhile, it's like, you hear the guy's voice. It's 4 months ago and the channel's still up. Has not been deleted. I watched it today. So, I mean, like, I don't care about an apology. I would just like, Salty, next time, please don't accuse me of crimes, especially, that would be nice. I don't care about apologies. I would just like you to move on, maybe cover cases and learn from this experience. So, it is what it is.
Did you just see what Catlin said?
What did she say? They got
Brenner covered in blood off of Dylan's phone. He helped catch him.
Oh yeah, that's crazy. Salty gave. I forgot.
God.
Sherry says Salty gave to TJT the video. Yes, that's true. But yeah, they caught up with
what video? What do you mean? What do you mean?
The farm simulator video.
Oh, I thought you meant this one.
No, not that one. I'm sorry. I was
video been out.
Yeah, but
okay. You sent the article to me. I'm gonna pull it up because that's crazy to me. That's the thing is, you don't know, people's phones have a lot of information on them, and technology these days has helped catch, just like Alex Murdaugh, being, the Snapchat, that video, that one fucking video pretty much sealed his fate. That's exactly what that juror said. That is what sealed his fate.
That's the facts. If that video was not there, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
Can I
he
ask you
could
guys
have
a
been
question?
off,
Two
I think.
people said not guilty, right? And in 45 minutes, they were able to change their
Or
mind.
they're, yeah, I mean, it's quick how it's really, it happens really quick. Have you ever seen that, like 12 Angry Men? It's like this old movie about like people, like how quickly people can change their mind, like in that kind of like, you know, like 12 people, like it gets heated and like quickly people, they probably like had a discussion and then more people kind of saw their side. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't know.
It's weird that
I'm
someone
just
says not
like-
guilty and 45 minutes
Right,
later,
same
they're
thing with the Delphi case. The girls, they got him on the fucking phone, and it looked.
You're getting. By the way, you're getting a bunch of memberships from Real Lady Justice, like 2 of them. By the way.
Oh, thank you.
Like
Real
20
Lady
of them.
Justice.
Yeah.
Thank you for the hive, love. She gifted 10 of them. Damn.
She gifted 20. She gifted 20 of them.
10
Holy shit, lady.
30 total.
Aww.
Yeah, 30 total. Someone else gifted another 10.
Check you out. Aww.
Yeah, I'm just like so shocked that Brenner was caught. I was thinking it was Brenner, but I'm just so shocked it came out like at this particular moment. It's like fucking, that's crazy to me. That's absolutely fucking nuts. And then they got him because they got digital evidence. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Why did it take them so long?
Holy shit, people. People listen. Holy shit. It was Brenner.
Yeah.
Everybody
Yeah,
always
well,
thought it was, right?
Yeah, well, I thought it was
Joe and
Brenner.
Daniel said?
I did, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and that's why I didn't look into it, because I said, "Oh, the cops have him in custody."
Yeah.
and that was pretty much when I moved on to the next case. You know what I mean? That's how
Yeah.
we usually do it. You know,
Yeah.
but wow, I'm so shocked. I'm really shocked. Wow.
I wasn't around for that case.
It was a big situation because originally, I didn't really pay too much attention early on. Sleuth Mom covered it. She was one of the first to cover it. She did the interview with Candace Cooley, and she actually was helping pushing the case. And then Jimmy Kahn got involved and then really fucked up that case. He was making up like ridiculous, like Wadsworth had something to do with it. Ty Corbin had something.
Oh,
It was like he fucked that case so up. And then what happened is that Sleuth Mom was asked by Candace Cooley to release the audio tape of the conversation from Jimmy Kahn. I'm calling Jimmy Kahn because I like that name better. You know, Jimmy Kahn with Candace Cooley, and then he just basically went on all these channels to say $500 to dock Sleuth Mom. And then Salty Pancakes watched that, and he went on Facebook and he went on Farm Simulator and he doxed a bunch of Sleuth Mom's fans and stuff like that. And then he came on this channel, eventually realized that Jimmy Kahn was a piece of shit, and then he apologized to Sleuth Mom.
That's how I met Salty. Okay, so I
Yeah.
didn't know Salty before with all that. So anyhow, Salty comes up on my channel and he apologized to Sleuth Mom. That's how me and Salty became friends.
Yes.
Because he apologized and he did really good. And then, you know what I'm saying? He went at Jim really fucking hard. For me, you know what I'm saying? Like we've been really cool. So this is the first time he's ever really, you know what I'm saying, got really pissed off. Like this is the first time we've ever really kind of disagreed on some shit, like with each other.
Even when
we don't, he does his shit, I do mine. Like that's just
yeah,
what it is, you know what I mean?
When he had Jim Terry having the shirt, it's like showing the shirt, and also having changed.
Yeah, he went fucking hard. Like I said, he went hard as fuck for me. So I have a respect for him all on his own, all just because of that. You know what I mean?
Salty Pancakes, that's the guy. Yeah, so anyway, I don't expect an apology. I'm glad they got this piece of shit. It's good that they got Brenner. Hopefully that piece of shit goes to jail for life. And
I hope he tells where Dylan's at, because I think his parents deserve to know where their baby's at. And I know he's not a fucking infant, but I'm just saying, like, their child, to at least in a proper resting place, and just,
yeah. I mean, that poor family went through too much. I would like them to have their remains. And then Jim Brenner goes to fucking prison for life. He's a piece of shit.
Yeah, he is a fucking piece of shit. Now, see, look, I thought he had already been charged.
He was charged with a gun charge.
Yeah.
They held him. They held him originally with a gun charge. And Candace Cooley was alluding to, they got the right guy. And no one believed her because she kept on saying,
well, she's his mother. A gut instinct never lies. You know what I'm saying? Your mom. You know.
Jim
Cody just happened like 5 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago. They
Yeah.
just him with murder. Yeah.
Yeah, Jim Brenner.
Do you think he gives up the, where Dylan is for?
I mean, if they got actual recording, like someone said, he had a recording of him with blood on himself.
Yeah.
He might not.
I would hope so.
Is there a death sentence in that state?
What
Maybe
state is it again? I can't remember.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Idaho, right? Isn't
Yeah,
it Idaho
maybe.
too?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, maybe they can negotiate and be like, "Listen, we'll take the
No, it's Nevada.
Nevada, okay.
Oh, I don't know.
Nevada.
Thank you.
And he's arrested in Utah.
Yeah, thank you. I don't know. I have a brain fart. Sorry, guys.
Is somebody typing? Is somebody typing a little bit?
No.
No, not me.
'Cause I
It's
just-
probably Queen or someone else. Probably.
No, Queen was muted before.
Oh, then it's Ellie. I'm blaming Ellie.
I'm not typing.
I'm just blaming you anyway.
Okay, blame me. It's me.
Exactly, Utah. Thank
The
you very
only
much.
thing I'm doing is tapping my keyboard to mute and unmute.
Yeah, we got it. We know it's Utah. We just had a brain fault because we were talking.
Yeah,
about
here's
Idaho.
the presser. What's up, Shade? What's happening, man? What's going on, man? Yes, this is press release on March 3rd, 2023 in Box Elder County Attorney's Office filed criminal charges with the First District Court in Box Elder County in connection. Yeah, somebody's got to mute, and I think it's back chat.
Back chat.
No, I'm already muted. Please.
Is it Chicken Lady?
The one that's not me. You were the only one that's not muted. Everybody else.
No,
up
I was
here-
muted. I was muted the whole time. I swear to God.
I think you thought you were, but your mic wasn't. See, now it's muted, but
I
it
just
wasn't
muted back
before.
up. It wasn't my
I know
promise.
you just muted. I watched you. I can see it over on my side.
Yeah, I know you can. You know what I mean? But I was muted the whole time. I put it in the back chat a couple minutes ago.
In the back
Okay, well, mute again real quick so it doesn't do it. Okay, so here we go. Yeah, James Brenner was formerly charged with aggravated murder, a first-degree felony, and abuse, or what's this? Desecration of a human body. Oh, desecration. So what is that? What does that mean? He did. So what did you do with him? What do you mean?
He might have.
It means that he destroyed he disposed of it. It's
No,
desecration.
they're not going to be able to give. So they're
No, we don't know.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's fucked up.
Wow.
He
But
may
they
be in
might
a
know
shallow
more.
grave somewhere. We don't know if he's wrapped in a tarp.
Says this. Well, I
Like,
don't mean
properly
it's
dispose
fucked
of a
up, man.
corpse.
These charges come after a difficult and extensive 9-month investigation by the Box Elder County Sheriff's Office and are supported by the information that has been gathered and evidence collected. The evidence supports that James Brenner is the only suspect. Although the remains of Dylan Rounds have not been located, we are hopeful that they will be found in the future. We express condolences to the family of Dylan Rounds. We would like to also express our immense gratitude to the following for their assistance with the case. That has truly been a team effort. The family and friends of Dylan Rounds, Box Elder County Sheriffs. Wow, this is a whole lot of people that helped.
Oh, well, do we see a YouTuber there?
I didn't see any YouTubers on here.
I guess not. Oh, I guess they didn't help. I'm sorry for that.
Did be facetious.
See any? Well, see, that's the thing too. Is that's another thing too. Is I don't think I don't. The only YouTuber I know that solved a crime or that helped solve a crime was Greg
Right.
Hughes.
Yeah, and he's in the
Is
chat.
there anybody else to do? Is there anybody else that I'm not aware of that we know that's been
Web Sleuth, Trisha at Web Sleuth.
Oh yeah.
Trisha with Web Sleuth?
She did that case.
Oh.
And
Because
then
I don't want
I've
to sit here
moved
and
a
say
case-
no YouTuber has ever solved a crime. No YouTuber, YouTubers don't solve crimes because there's been a few
I've
that do.
moved a case. I've moved a case from cold to an open active investigation
All
in
right.
my
Well,
state.
I mean, that means you solved the crime.
There's more that has committed than has
Yeah.
solved, I think.
I guess Seal says he doesn't believe that's the guy salty.
Wait, oh fuck.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
He's back on to you then, beats him.
Oh shit! I gotta hide the tracks, guys. We gotta delete the farm, guys. We gotta delete
Yeah.
the farm.
Throw your computer into the
Seriously?
Hudson. Quick.
YouTubers have solved the problem of how to get free Amazon gifts and free hotel
Yeah,
rooms.
right. Exactly. And how to marry yourself and get like presents. Yeah.
That's a good one, Scott. That's. Oh man, I feel like it's just beats him. Otherwise, Salty wouldn't have an attractive content. That's sad.
I don't know. He's got a decent amount of subs. His subs just keep going up and up and up. I don't know what he's doing, but he's got a decent amount of subs. So
yeah.
Here's the thing.
I don't know.
The other night I watched this, and I can tell you, I'm going on the record, and I watched it happen with my own eyes. He showed over 1,000 in the chat, but when he ended, it only showed 486 views.
I heard about that too.
He's got he had like,
and right now he's only has 90.
I mean, it's
and right now he only has 98 people watching.
Well, that'll probably go up because usually he's got like 400 or 500, doesn't he?
Yeah, sometimes, yeah.
What are y'all trying to say?
He's buying views.
Oh.
That's
what I
Voice
was
is
wondering, because I was gonna say he usually has a pretty decent chat, and I mean he's got like 12K subs. I mean he's doing decent. It's not like he doesn't have, you know, like traction on his channel.
Yeah. Well, anywho, hopefully he'll find. You know, he'll stop accusing me of
But
being
then
a murderer.
because well, then that's basically Voices is saying no, it's not traction. It's she's seen 15.
It's the way it's growing, Queen. There's been nothing for him going on his channel, and for the longest time, he wasn't even going live. And when he was going live, he was only averaging 83.
Right.
All of a sudden,
when I asked him about it, he said he goes live. He goes live on Facebook, Twitch, all these other platforms.
They're usually counted separately. They're not like all counted on YouTube. I've done multi-streaming, restream with friends.
Right.
Yeah, I've done it with my friend Facebook and YouTube, and they're counted separately.
Well, I'm just saying. I asked him, and that's what he said. I just was saying. I don't fucking know anything. I don't fucking know.
Okay, well, I will tell you that I've been watching some unorganic growth that is purchased. You can kind of see it. There's been some others around that have done similar, and then, but I will tell you, I don't believe it's organic. I believe he's purchased subs and views, and that's just the way that is. I'm not a fan of him. So
yeah. Scientific Skeptic says, Jones and you look lovely. We'll forgive you for sharing MHL's toileting habits. MGL, he probably.
MGL's toilet. That was Boston's fault.
Yeah, Boston's into MGL really badly.
That's a lie.
Badly. He's so into her. It's just crazy.
You bring her up way too much.
Boston, you're in denial, honey. That's called denial.
I bring it up when I think I know who a little bit what this is.
Oh my God!
Look when it's relevant.
Look at just a YouTuber says, "Beat him." Preachers Tyler Faith Friday is quote, "How does God feel about murderers?"
Oh, interesting, Tyler. He had Jennifer Coffindaffer on.
I would say if it's in the 10 Commandments.
I was about to say the same thing, Tim. Are you fucking kidding me?
Right.
It's probably a bad thing, you know?
But, you know, one super chat at a time will get you to heaven.
Yeah. Oh, my God. What a fucking night.
Yeah.
You've been vindicated in a 30-minute period, Tim.
In a 20-minute.
Wow. I mean, yeah, like you were accused and boom, they're like, book this guy.
Accused.
Tim isn't the right one.
Yeah. Maybe they'll find Farm Simulator on James Brenner's.
Maybe Farm Simulator is like the key to all of the solving crimes or something.
Yeah, exactly.
A portal or something.
Yeah, exactly. But anyway. We see. Isn't there a commandment to not accuse random people of murder on the internet? No, unfortunately, that is not a commandment. Actually, you do that and you get more views. So
yeah,
I accuse you, Skeptic. I think you killed Jimmy Hoffa. Him, and I think you disposed of his body. We're gonna have to ask you on this panel and interrogate you, and we're gonna have to look through your house. And without a warrant, and you know, Nick's gonna have to do a strip search of you.
What?
Uh-oh.
Jones is gonna do a
cavity check.
Yeah, I said it. Oh my God, Jinx. Jinx.
Just listen to Sammy Bill. He'll tell you how Hoffa died.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I saw the fuck you that you just said. It's delayed because I'm watching YouTube. Yes, he was buried him in the park behind my house. Well, Don's love is in the crime. too. But anyway, let me see.
My one bun won't stay up.
Oh no.
Well, I mean, just let Ellie touch your buns. It'll be all good.
Ellie can always touch
Squeeze
my
them.
buns.
Squeeze.
Ooh.
Oh,
No, I mean, I had
shit.
sisters. I used to like French braid her hair, you know.
Yeah, you don't realize the buns we're talking about, Ellie. You're too
No,
innocent.
I'm not being, you know, come on. Oh, she's
I used to French braid my
hair. Ellie, will you come braid my hair tomorrow before my live?
My sister was really good at it.
I can't braid.
I like how you just like, my sister's really good.
Oh my
at
god.
that.
Screw you, run a girl. That's me.
Fine.
Yeah, his thumbnails are kind of fucked. I do admit that with Tyler Feller. But you know what? Unfortunately, I can't hold that against him because the truth of the matter is that, I mean, you can hold it against him because he's like he's a preacher. But if he's a YouTuber, if you don't do clickbait thumbnails, then
He must be doing a really good poll tonight. We should check.
Yeah, is there a poll?
There has to be
the,
one.
Oh, well, he says
I can't figure out how to do that.
Let me see. What's the
Polls?
poll?
Well, it has to be a good one.
The poll is: Do you think God forgives murder?
See, they're like a fifth grade, like a third grader. Really? Is that what it is?
I mean, like in some faith, if you just just say something like "I believe in Jesus Christ" before you die, like just like that clown killer, he did that. He just became Christian, and he was like, "Oh, I could go to heaven." But
clown killer.
You know that guy who was the strangled and killed people and buried them under his house? He dressed up like a clown. Gacy. Yeah, Gacy. Yeah.
Scary son of a bitch.
Yeah, he was like, he just one moment, like at the end, he was like, I believe in Jesus Christ. And he was like, he said that apparently that would help them. That's, you know, some people believe that. I don't know.
I don't remember Zav's polls so much. Tyler's I always like to check in on because they're so
Zav
crazy.
had polls for days.
Tyler has the greatest poll. Tyler Feller has the greatest polls
Yeah,
of
he
all
wins.
true crime.
All true crime, definitely. They're just so, like, really?
I will debate you, scientific skeptic. You have to show me the poll that Zav Girl has done.
Yeah, let's do it. Zav versus Tyler.
Show me the poll. Yeah.
Show me the poll.
Oh no, this
Show me the poll. Show me the poll.
Show me the poll. Queen's quiet. Queen's probably dealing with the cops right now. She's probably.
Oh man, fuck! If you don't stop telling them,
She's splitting up a dog fight right now.
right? Trying to break up a shit. Come on now.
Did you
spraying the water hose and shit?
Did you pistol whip the dog?
Oh no.
Did you do that? Oh,
yeah.
Shit.
Fuck.
Poor dog. The dog fighting is shut down for the night.
Do you want pistol whipped? Don't make me tell my chihuahua.
No. We're gonna have to see that dog to see it. And some amazing art beats him. Okay, let me see. I'm not showing them how I am shy. Yes,
Who
unfortunately.
said they're not going to show their butthole?
No,
the
poll.
Jesus.
Oh my God.
Scab. You know.
We're going to have to check your search history, ma'am. We're wondering if you are addicted to certain internet activities.
What the pig?
I could have sworn.
We're gonna have to check your internet activities.
I'm scared.
Yeah,
if my husband ever goes missing, I'm going down. It's gonna be the end for me.
We're gonna cover that case. We're definitely gonna.
I hope y'all do. I hope y'all do, and I hope y'all serve me well.
Oh.
We'll make sure to make a new super chat saying with you while you're in trial. I think we got a super chat. Super chat. I think we got a super chat. We could do that.
Stop the cat, BT.
Stop the cat.
Stop the cat.
Why is there no whip emoji? That's a good question.
Whip? Like a whip?
A whip?
Okay, y'all, you ready to see Jen's super special
Hold on, real
leprechaun?
quick. Before we do that, let me read this real fast. This is a this is an update. from Dylan's mom, Candace Cooley. Prayers for the family, please. Justin and I would like to thank everyone for the support you have shown us as we focus on finding answers in the disappearance of Dylan. James Brenner has been listed as the official suspect since July 2022. Today, James Brenner was charged with aggravated murder and desecration of a corpse. The charges are based on solid evidence that has been released by Box Elder. We ask that you continue your thoughts and prayers for justice for Dylan and that we can bring him home.
Man,
I just got a document from Grandma Sherry. It's the judicial first in the First Judicial District Court, Box Elder County State, and it has the state of Utah versus James Brenner. Do you want that?
Oh, I was looking for that.
I got that from Grandma Sherry. She tossed it to me. I could toss it to you on Discord, Queen. I could put it in the back chat. You can just
yeah, go ahead.
Here, just or I could do a share screen, either or. I could do a share screen to help you out tonight.
That's fine. This didn't show up anyway, so you want to drop it back in there again?
Yeah, I got it right here. Do you see the share screen?
Yeah, I just wanted it as well.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna give it to you on Discord. Just give me a moment. I'll do it in a moment. Let me sec.
Okay.
Kind of.
I love how people are so onto these court documents. Like they just like appear on Twitter, you know, people just find them.
They're on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Grandma Sherry's quick.
Oh yeah. She's really good. Yeah.
Okay. So this is a document. I just tossed it to you on Discord, but this says state of Utah versus James Brenner. Address, date of birth, U.S. custody. The undesigned, as prosecuting attorney states on the information and belief that the above named defendant, Box Elder County, State, Utah, committed the following crimes. Count 1, aggravated murder, first degree felony in the violation of Utah Code, as follows, that on and about May 28th, 2022, the defendant did, 1, intentionally or knowingly cause the death of another, and the defendant, the actor previously committed or was convicted of an offense committed in another jurisdiction, which if committed in this state would be a violation of crime listed in the subsection. An offense committed in another jurisdiction, which if committed in the state would be a violation of the crime listed in subsection 1. 2, count 2, abuse or desecration of a human body, third degree felony in a violation of the Utah Code, as follows, that on or about May 28th, 2022, the defendant did intentionally, unlawfully disturb, move, remove, conceal, or destroy a dead human body or any part of it. The information is based on evidence obtained from Detective Zachary Richard Moore, dated this 3rd day of March 2023. And then it says, factual basis, probable cause statement. The 19-year-old victim was reported as a missing person on or about May 30th, 2022. Sheriff deputies, along with the search and rescue crews, immediately got to work on efforts to locate the victim, but were unsuccessful. During the search, deputies discovered a pair of boots belonging to the victim nearby. One boot had blood stain that DNA analysis confirmed belonged to the victim, in addition to DNA belonging to the defendant. So DNA belonged to Brenner, basically. The victim's phone records were also obtained, which showed movement on the day of the disappearance on a remote property in Lucin, where a defendant was squatting. Phone data showed that the last signal from the victim's phone was at Lucin's pond, and a search of the pond led to the discovery of the victim's phone. So they found the phone by Lucin Pond. A digital forensic download of the phone was conducted and led to the discovery of a time-lapse video with timestamp taken of the time of the victim's disappearance. The video showed defendant with blood stains on his arms, shirt as he is cleaning a gun. The shirt which defendant is wearing in the video was analyzed, and the victim's DNA was found on the shirt. The defendant was interviewed and made several claims that corroborated forensic evidence, in addition to making numerous demonstrable false statements. Demonstrable false statements. Despite a fact, though, investigation and extensive search, the victim's body was not recovered due to defendants removing and sealing it. That's it.
I hope he tells where it is.
Holy shit.
I pray.
Well, he's definitely going to say it's not true. So, but I think this is pretty damning evidence. I mean, having DNA on the boot, having recording of blood on the shirt, the DNA of the victim on the shirt, and him cleaning a gun on a video, and also the time lapse, like the occurrence. Murdoch was convicted with less.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Murdoch was convicted of and faced life imprisonment with less. They didn't even have a weapon on that guy. And blood stains. They didn't even have those. So I think this guy is his goose is cooked. It looks like he's pretty fucking guilty by the bare minimum of this probable cause statement.
What are these folks gonna milk now? Nothing.
I don't know. I'm sure there'll be something. But yeah, this shows you that like we really need to allow the law enforcement to do their job, and we need to be careful of our speculation. And even though it might be slow to us, it was almost 10 months they were doing this investigation. It's not slow in law enforcement. Law enforcement takes time. They need to make sure they get the evidence, and they need to make sure they have their arrest. And they did a very good job. And
what you just read, Tim, why are people right now still saying it's not him? I don't understand it. Not in our chat, but I don't understand.
What are you saying? I'm sorry.
Why are people still saying it's not Brenner especially after what you just read? I mean, that's pretty clear.
Because Salty is basically saying it's not Brenner, and he thinks it's a grand conspiracy.
It's B. Tim.
It's B. Tim, probably with other YouTubers. Does it sound familiar, guys?
Yeah.
The sound you hear is 1,000 bad actors crying as another case gets closed. Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I guess
we're all happy about it, but I guarantee they are not happy.
I'm very happy about it. I knew it was this guy. I was really hoping they would find his body, and I was hoping the guy would get arrested and thrown in jail. Though a little piece of me was hoping that maybe the kid ran away and he just disappeared and he was alive and well. I was hoping that he was still alive, to be honest with you, and I was hoping. I agree. Salty is saying that. Yes, that girl. He is saying that.
Salty just needs to shut down for a little bit. Log off, homie. Get some sleep.
It's all about accountability. Yeah. Just take accountability.
They got somebody. Yeah.
Just like others with the Watts still going on. Yeah. Just like Lana, who with her fight for a family.
That bitch.
Yeah.
She wanted the free Watts with the money.
Justice for Kylie also.
I mean, unfortunately, there's a lot of people that don't want to let loose the golden goose that laid the egg for them. And you see that with a lot of cases.
Or they find it hard to move on from like their theories, what they thought was.
Yeah,
yes,
I mean, I think like if a juror was presented with this evidence alone, it'd be enough for a conviction.
This is so much like DNA and physical evidence, so much more like you're saying.
Like, how do you going to explain a shirt full of the victim's blood on and you cleaning a gun?
A video on your phone, right?
Yeah,
There's
and then you moving around, and then you move, and then like your DNA on the boots left at the scene. And you moving around, and I can't imagine a good defense attorney explaining this away.
Yeah,
that would be so. I mean, Murdoch was convicted, and like I said, this the third time of less. They did
just
not
like
have
circumstantial, but they say circumstantial and like evidence is like that should be weighed the same for a jury.
Yeah,
right.
By the way, Jonesden says R.I.P. Dylan Rounds. Absolutely. Rest in peace, Dylan Rounds.
Yeah. Because there was that like slight, possibly like he ran away or something. You know what I mean? Because he was 20, right?
He was 17.
Yes.
17. Oh, 17?
All he ever wanted to do
was I think he was 17 when
oh man.
Yeah, he only went. I mean, just to make sure I got the right.
All right, y'all.
What?
Check this out.
19 years old. My bad.
Okay.
What were the conditions of the disappearance? The disappearance was very odd. Basically, all they found was his boots. They found like 2 days later, the parents went there to investigate. The cops didn't really take it seriously at the time. The mother was really fighting them on them taking it seriously with the relatives there. They searched. They made mistakes about actually moving things, of course. And that woman really did fight for people. And she went on YouTube and she asked for help. And that publicity did get attention, got more people to pay attention, but sometimes bad attention. And one bad person was Jim Terry, who completely fucked her over, and a couple other channels. And yeah, I mean, and the cops took it more seriously and they did their investigation. Yeah. But I'm sure there's plenty of like stuff you can read about Dylan
There's your
Rouse.
bouquet.
What is that? A toupee? You said
a toupee.
It's the bouquet to carry with her.
Oh, I would like toupee hair.
To be able to wear this around her neck, and he'll dance as she walks. While wearing her.
Yes. Oh, I'm sorry, voices. Yes, Heels. They found Jim. They didn't find Dylan Rounds. Jim Brenner basically was arrested. Charged. Well, he has already been arrested for the gun charge, so he's in custody already. But he's been additionally charged with murder and desecration of a corpse. And they have a lot of evidence stating that this guy. They have the blood. His DNA was on the boots. A little bit of the DNA with the victim's blood. They have him moving around with his cell phone. They to Lucen Lake. They have him with a video recording of him cleaning the gun with bloody hands. And also a shirt full of victim's blood on his shirt.
Explain it to Skip. It was like some homeless dude that was living in.
Yeah, basically Dylan Rounds basically wanted to create a farm in this area. And he basically, there's better people who probably explain it. And he wanted to build this farm, and it's kind of like a no man's land. There's a lot of homeless people. It's not really a rich area. And this guy was living nearby. He was kind of homeless, and everyone suspected him. Him and Wadsworth were kind of that, but Wadsworth was like kind of fucked over. People were attacking him, claiming that he had some sort of foreign wife and he was into the drug cartel and some shit. It was just like, after a while when they arrested Brenner, I kind of just stopped following it and just waited for the cops to do their job. So yeah, unless there's parts I'm missing, you guys tell me. Yeah, we just read it. If you rewind, we read the actual probable cause thing and it states all that. It's pretty damning. Like Murdoch got convicted of less. So
yeah, the DNA evidence on the boots.
Yes, by some nearby homeless person that was there, kind of like a squatter.
But Dylan knew him.
Yeah, Dylan, and he would pay him for he was like a hand, right, on the farm. I think he was like a hand. Not sure.
Squatting's crazy. You can walk into a house.
What did you think, voices?
Brenner was a felon. Brenner is a felon as well.
Yes. So a lot of people thought it was him. Okay, handed me on the farm. Yeah, pretty much. He was just paid, and he was a young kid, Dylan Rounds, and he was just basically trying to make this farm work. He was very close of making the farm work. He was kind of he didn't really have a lot of girls with him because he was just focused on his career. And then Jim Terry basically claimed that he was gay because of this and attacked the mother. Went on one YouTube channel and actually showed the mother's bankruptcy and all her home address on a live to attack the mother at one point. And then people have just been shit talking the mother for fucking months. Basically, it is what it is.
And I'm sure the parents knew, but they still probably had hope. So this always helps a little bit with closing. But I think they need their son's body back, obviously, to really fully grieve and.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is that's why I really appreciate Queen, because a lot of true crime channels fucking sold their souls to Jim Terry. They just wanted him up, and the only people that actually stood up to Jimmy Con was this channel.
Okay, but here's my thing, Jimmy Con, I
like that name. It kind of reminds me of Jimmy Crack Con, but I don't care.
Well, that's what Queen calls him, Jimmy Crack Con. But so what did he think happened? I know
you can listen to the recording. It's still up on Queen on Sleuth Moms. That was the reason why he wanted to dox her, because that got 50,000 views and a lot of people saw it. He claimed that there was a gay militia that they were gay.
Oh, a gay militia. Oh,
a gay militia.
Kidding me?
Yes.
Oh my God.
He said it was a gay militia
that patrolled the desert.
Yeah.
Yes, like some sort of Mad Max Beyond
and that,
Thunderdome bullshit.
and that Dylan Rounds was sleeping with Wadsworth. He was like,
I
think
remember
like this-
hearing that. Yeah.
and he was part of the gay militia, and that they basically shot that other kid that was in the woods, and that Dylan Rounds was trying to stop it, and then he got shot too accidentally. I think that was part of. You can listen to the recording; it's on Swift Mom thing. But yeah, the gist was he believed the gay militia did it.
Well, I bet he's feeling like a dumbass now.
And then Sleuth Mom just was asked very nicely by Candace Goulet to put up that recording because he was harassing them. And then for all her kindness, she got, doxxed and harassed, and also other people continuously attack her to this very day, unfortunately. A person, unfortunately, just like I said to you, Voices, doing the right thing sometimes is very hard.
Yeah, what's JT gonna say now?
Well, he's probably gonna fucking say nothing. You know what I mean? He stepped away. He didn't make his YouTube channel about it, really. I mean, I think
he still brings it up. He brought it up.
Yeah, he talks about it nonstop.
Nothing worse than a gay militia parading around, switching and smiling, happy bastards. Yeah. Oh shit! You're gonna get us in trouble.
God damn them!
I was just being facetious, saying like it's.
I know. I'm joking. I know, skeptic. I know. I'm joking.
I had a really good clip that I played of that crap bag the other day.
Yeah, he's going to say that he saw.
Oh, I heard it. Where he called the Waffle House.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, I just
bitch.
I just like the fact that that's why I like that skeptic comment community board, because it's basically like all these channels blame every single fucking person, but they never get the right guy, and then they claim that they're successful. I remember, was it Athena Strand, where that little girl was taken from the FedEx, right? The FedEx driver?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they were already attacking that woman and claiming that she had something to do
like
with
the stepmom. Yeah.
And they always fucking do that. They blame
and they're
everyone.
always going to continue to do it.
Yeah,
always.
This is the only, besides being a senator, where you get everything wrong and you get your channel grows. It's just amazing.
Weatherman, because you can be wrong 75% of the time as a weather person and still keep your job.
Well, they still got the 25% right, so they still have one up on a lot of
shit. They're barely 75%. In Florida, they're 90% wrong. Literally. It's gonna rain today. No, it doesn't rain. It's not gonna rain today. It fucking pours 10 minutes later.
Jimmy Kahn is like, I don't even consider him a PI. He's basically got like a loophole in Mississippi, and he just does. I mean, like, technically, if he practiced in Mississippi, he would be a PI, but he doesn't practice in Mississippi. He basically goes on Facebook. He used to now, because he was revealed on this channel by Good Egg and Queen of being a fraudster. But he would go on Facebook of missing people. He would ask for like $2,500 or $4,500 up front, and he would just make calls and do simple searches on the phone, on the internet. And he would never go to the state because he knew he couldn't go to the state and be a PI in that state. And that's exactly the same thing. Actually, Salty did more of a job in investigation, and I'm going to give him credit for that, because he actually went there. Jimmy Kahn didn't even go where Dylan Rounds was. Salty did.
Yeah, not one time did he go. Not once.
Not for Dylan, not for Aiden, not for Michaela.
Yeah.
None of them.
So he never even went down there?
Yeah, Salty did more of a PI work than Jimmy Kahn, and he wasn't even paid. He just drove his car down there and looked around. And he was like tried to pull up, because people were attacking Wadsworth, claiming that he had sex with fucking Dylan Rounds, and he was having this inappropriate affair, and like,
oh yeah, totally, total gay. This gay militia, and there was this big affair, and at
that's
one point,
a really outrageous story. Though
they had a picture of this guy with lipstick on and wearing underwear, ladies' undergarments.
Yeah,
and they blackmailed him for the longest time with that they were going to bring that out, and then finally Wadsworth ended up on I think it was probably Salty's. I mean, it just absolutely nonsense and lies, bullshit, Dylan was supposed to be featured on an episode of Never Seen Again on Paramount, and the trash bag got involved in all of that, and like, you're not going to make this unless you talk to me about this, because I know all the information.
Here, I mean, just so everyone knows, here's the recording I'm talking about on Sleep Farm. You can all watch it and listen to Jimmy Kahn himself.
And also, you see those text messages where she was like, I can afford this much. I think he asked for like $4 or $5 grand, but she was able to come up with like 35. And he's like, yep, right away. He's like, yep, I'll take that.
Jimmy Kahn.
Yep.
Needs that money quickly. But basically it says, a hallmark of a bad actor is they always back the wrong horse, either accusing people falsely or aligning with other bad actors and backing the most immoral claims. LOL. Agreed.
Yeah.
And also, Heel says, you're looking sexy.
I know. They're getting on to me because I keep messing with my little...
You're going to do a 10 to life now. You're going to just...
Hey, look, and you guys, Heels has a premiere at 10 o'clock. Make sure, because we're going to shut this down and we're all going to go over there when hers starts.
Cool. Is it 10 o'clock your time or our time?
Let me see. I got to go check real quick. I want to go double check.
Jones got that Princess Leia going on.
Yeah, but one of them keeps falling.
It's all right.
Shit.
Keep on falling in love with you. What song is that?
I don't know.
Okay, so she said 10 her time. So
What's
10
your...
my time. My time is 10. 10 my time was as an hour. So hey, Scap, what's
10 my time is now.
Yeah.
Hi, Scap. What's up?
Hold on, Heels. Okay, tell us. Is it okay? So it's 9 o'clock right now, my time. So is it
it's an
1
hour.
Is it in 1 hour?
Or is it in 3 minutes?
Shutting this bad boy right fucking down right now. Oh, hopefully. So hopefully 1 hour. Okay. All right.
Good.
We're gonna stay here and wait for you to tell us then.
All right, Skeptic. What's up, man?
All right, Skeptic. What's
Not-
going on?
Nothing much, everyone. How you guys
Hey.
doing? I thought I'd come up. And
You're going to join
have
Farm
fun with you
Simulator?
guys.
You're going to join us on Farm
Absolutely.
Simulator?
Yeah, I'm going to join your farm call.
Join the
What
farm.
do, what do I need? A rake and internet access?
We plan all our crimes on Farm Simulator. I mean, don't you know that?
At least B. Tim does.
Yeah,
Sounds like
exactly.
He loves that game.
Sounds like a new tragedy pimp true crime shtick.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Exactly. Oh man, just amazing to me. Like, just this happens over and over again. People get shit wrong all the time. Like that JJ case where that boy was missing in Florida. They were gearing up to accuse the mother. Athena Strand, they were gearing up to accuse that mother. This Dylan case, they accused everyone, including myself. I'm part of the conspiracy.
Personally, like you. Oh my gosh. And it always ends up being some creep that lives really close by, or it's a crime of opportunity and somebody close in the neighborhood, right? I don't know. With a lot of these cases.
Shouldn't the presumption be rather that you can just bet that they're all going to get it wrong? I mean, don't we have enough evidence?
Yeah. And just
Yeah,
like, rule out everything they say. Pretty much.
I think they lost the plot. The plot is that you are supposed to kind of like, if you're an awareness channel, you're supposed to give the picture of the kid and try to say, like, have you seen this kid? This is their information. Try to call authorities. This is who you want to do that. And if you're talking about a true crime channel, you're just kind of breaking in the facts with the police, what they reveal, and you're trying to keep speculation to a minimum because you're in a public forum. You're not a police officer in a private room where not like 500 people are listening. You know, so
you never get the views with that attitude.
Oh shit, that's probably why I don't get the views. Queen, you know what I mean? Like that's probably it. But
I don't mind. I don't mind.
I think Queen does well though. I think Queen does well. I mean, like,
we gotta watch this premiere real fast. This is the premiere to Heels is live, this is the
preview kind of.
Yeah, her preview to her premiere. There we go.
Nice.
Please.
Yeah. There you go.
We gotta watch this real quick because she's put a lot of time into this, and I'm excited for it. Because it calls out. You know who it calls out? A bad actor.
I like how you tailored your vocabulary for Skeptic.
I appreciate that.
I did that just for him.
Thank you, Queen. You big sweetheart, you.
So, all right, we got to play this real quick because we're going to check this out. I'm excited for it.
She was probably in her teens. But my mom actually went into the psych ward in Provo when I was, oh my gosh, how old was I? I believe I was about 6 years old. And she was in there for 2 years, okay? And then when she got out, Donnie's dad and her got back together.
Okay, this is homework. Not homework, but I'm going to give you a timeline because it'll help with the premiere. 1970, when Mary was 6, her mom went into a psych ward for 2 years. That was 1970. 71 to 72, Jeannie would have been born during this time because she was born January 1st, 1971. 1972, Mary's mom and dad and Don's dad get back together. 1975, Mary's mom and Don's dad get married. 1976, Don turns 12 and moves in with dad and stepmom, would be Mary's mom and Don's dad. 1977, they buy the house in Roy City, Utah. And according to Mary and Jeannie, this is when Don and Jeannie touched each other. Jeannie would have been 6.5 and Don would have been 12.5.
At this point, you're 5.
Stay tuned.
It's gonna be interesting. I really don't know too much about that situation, so I'll be very educated on that stuff.
I love that song.
Yeah, I know, because as the dancing dogs and in the beginning, the babies probably adds to like the joy, and then they hit you with the horrifying truth of what's online.
Yeah, it reminds you of like the good old days, like in the 80s, early, right?
Her mother was in her teens. Oh, okay.
Well, see, the thing is okay, so I have said this from the beginning, and I took a lot of shit when I said it, even from Candy Hare herself.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, because I said, because she doesn't really dig Don too much. But anyhow, I was like, I don't trust Mary. I think she's lying. I don't trust her. I think she's a liar. And she's like, I don't know why you're calling her a liar. I mean, we just kind of went back and forth. We grumbled back and forth a little bit about it because I think that she's either lying or overstepping the truth, which, like I said, I mean, and or even like over exaggerating the truth, maybe, and not even to say that she's lying. She's just maybe not. You know what I'm saying? Like there's something wrong. There's something sketchy. There's something fishy with the story. Things don't add up. You know what I mean?
Just to clarify, though, Heel said that Mary said her mother had dementia when she was young. So I was just asking the age of the mother when she's claiming she had dementia, because early onset dementia is quite rare. So if the mother was young, I'm not saying it's untrue. It's just it's
she said she
far
had
more
it in
rare.
her teens.
The mother, or
yeah, her mother.
That her mother was in her teens. Yeah, I mean that's exceptionally rare.
Yeah.
Maybe she.
But I think Mary, like I said, Mary had never even met Summer, and this is why I say this, because I feel like she's clout chasing, and this is why. And hear me out. Before you guys get upset, listen. This is why I say this, because she never had met Summer. Her and Don hadn't spoke for a while. I mean, like some years. And her other sisters came out and said that she was lying. They've called her on it several times. Several people have. She is up Chris McDonough's ass, and you know he is crooked 10 ways to Sunday. You know what I mean? So we know.
Well, he's just courted her big time, and you can see that she's just thrilled by the attention. You know, so to some extent, I don't know if Mary's telling the truth, but she looks very impressionable to Chris, like he's treated her like a queen and an angel and all that.
Oh, we got a Chris burger. Can you guess what it is? It's this McStuff McFluff burger. Like, are you fucking?
God.
Are you serious, Mary?
I just wonder how much he has primed them both, because he's clearly seems to be utilizing them in his effort to be vindicated against Dawn. Because I don't know what I feel about Mary and Jeannie, but I know, or at least I have a good reason to believe that Chris is certainly using them and blowing smoke up their backside.
Yeah, Steve. I don't know. I believe she is too, Barbara. I feel like there's the attention that that's I feel like without the attention, I don't feel like she was telling the truth. And then you guys, I feel like, and this is another reason why I didn't really jump Candace's ass about the prank phone call, because I felt like Mary deserved what she got, her and Chris both. Not that they shouldn't be doing that shit while they had a missing child, but look at who they did this shit to, because they knew Mary's a liar. They knew Mary had been lying. You know what I mean? I'd be fucking with her too. Not that I would do that. Not that I would say that, but I mean, they knew she was coming to YouTube. They knew she was telling somebody something.
Right.
Wasn't McDonough also boasting that there were a massive amount of people that were accusing Dawn?
Yes.
And I don't know, the list was like 7 or something. And wasn't he also predicting as soon as Dawn got out of jail, he was going to be charged in Idaho or wherever? So none of these things have panned out.
None. Not one. Not one.
Now, I mean, it might speak to Dawn's character, if true, and the likelihood that he could have done something to his daughter, granted, but still to date, we have no positive evidence of anything in the Summer Wells case, and that's why these people are so dangerous. It's not, it's like, regardless of what your feelings are about the Wells, it's the fact that these people have a burden of proof, and they have no respect for that burden of proof, so they feel completely justified in accusing everybody of having committed the worst type of crime, harming a young child, and there's no evidence of that. I mean, that should be the central
and
point.
I don't believe that they should be putting any kind of essay on Summer at all, when there's no evidence to prove that.
What would get you the greatest clicks when you say something like that? Obviously,
well,
you got to say that.
I've been saying that from the beginning, that the greatest way to get clicks is to play on people's normal fear of children being harmed. I mean, it's just a moneymaker. And even Molly has been on the record, from the past, saying that the money was in Summer Wells. So unfortunately, cute, blonde, little white girl with blue eyes. And you start frightening people and telling them that there are child trafficking rings everywhere and child abusers everywhere, and it's just a way to get everyone to be irrational, because if you're a normal person, you are moved emotionally by the idea that a young child could be harmed. So that's why playing on children cases is so popular to these people.
What was the prank call, Queen and Skeptic? Like, what was it about? What did they like? What?
The prank? You mean the one that Candace and Dawn pulled?
Yeah.
That was weird. I mean, it looked like it was completely staged, and Candace was crying and backing up Dawn and claiming that he was getting picked up by cops from, where was it? Philadelphia?
No, it was the cartel, wasn't it?
Well, I think it was both. At some point, it was like a gang of people, or the cartel or the mob or something, and then at another point, it was the cops.
She's like,
and
I don't know what they did with him.
Yeah,
Mary's like,
yeah.
I'm so sorry they took him. What did they do with him? I'm so sorry. And
I mean, that
Candace
was
like,
not
I
a
don't
good
know where
look.
they took him to. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh God, this is fucking.
I mean, I understand that they didn't like getting abused by the YouTube community, but that was certainly not a good look, since they are a focal point of this
Oh, I
crime. Just
absolutely agree.
statistically
Yeah, they
speaking,
made him
you're going to
look
be
terrible.
looking at the family. You know, it's just the odds.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a bad look for him, that's for sure.
Yeah,
But I
them
understand why they did
playing
it.
that game with the general public was
Right.
not smart.
But see, I think they were doing it to Mary only. I don't think they intended for it to go all through YouTube and through, you know what I'm saying? I think they just were
Indeed.
fucking with Mary,
Yeah.
honestly, you know?
And
And she, of course, gave it to Chris, and he made them look like a fool
Yeah.
even
Yeah.
more than he already had. So
Absolutely. And you know, that's why, you know, a lot of people criticize the Laundrie family because they weren't going to deal with the public and they weren't going to give any statements and they were, you know, going to hide behind a lawyer and you know, they were their motivations were to protect their kid and that's fairly normal. But after knowing everything we know about YouTube, why would you go public as possible suspects or just the family in any of these cases? Every family should learn, and I feel bad for them because, you know, the word on the street is you should use social media to get the word out about your missing loved one. But after, you know, if you know anything, if you're internet savvy these days, you should get a professional PR expert from the get-go, a lawyer or a PR expert, a spokesperson, and you guys should go into hiding and frickin' go into the witness relocation program because these YouTubers they'll dox you, everybody in the family, all the neighbors, all the second
Skip,
relatives. I mean, it's just despicable.
This is where my dream comes into play, because if at the moment somebody has a missing person, if they were given an advocate, that advocate could steer them in the right directions. They've got a
Indeed.
liaison
No,
between law
absolutely.
enforcement.
I mean, so who would you propose
Yep.
where would you suggest the advocate come from? Like a public service or like the
Well,
police?
here's the
or-
thing. Like, all it would take is anybody that chose to go and get the credentialed training that you can do atovat.gov at no cost. And then
I'm all
once you've
for it.
done your training, you could throw your name into a hat and say, hey, if
I mean-
something happens in this area, as long as, you know, I mean,
Of course. I mean, the only thing I would worry about that is that I don't know that there couldn't be people that were using that as just another means of exploitation. So
Well,
I'd
I mean,
want
that would-
experts and people that were certified. You know, I'd rather have it done by the
well, and that's the thing, you would
state or
have
something
to
like that.
what that takes then is commitment from a group of people that would want to do the training. That gets you a little certificate. From the certificate, you can upgrade and do more training and delve deeper, that will lead you to the ability to apply for national accreditation, and then you become a licensed advocate, which again, a lot of law enforcement do use family court or not family court, but family advocates. Law enforcement agencies, a lot of them, they have somebody that will work with the family. I mean, it's almost always a paid position through law enforcement. It's just getting it out there to the families as quickly as possible to get them to
Yeah.
lock it down before.
I would just almost recommend that even the police, as soon as they're being called in to do anything in a case, as soon as there's a missing persons case, that they
Yes.
might want to give advice or put these families in contact with somebody who can advise them on the next steps.
Absolutely. And that's where my dream that just became standard operating procedure. I mean, I know that it's
Because
probably
these
as far as
families and the neighborhoods, and they all need to be protected at this point from these vultures.
Yes, absolutely. And the only way we can do that is by getting people to go to their own, to take the examples that we've seen and go to their own senators, congressmen, representatives, and show them, look, we have, if somebody comes missing up in our area, this is what we have the potential to have. And this way,
like in the Colorado 4 case again, or sorry, the Idaho 4 case. You know, somehow the family, I get it, they were upset and they didn't think that the police were doing enough. I completely understand and have empathy for what they were going through, but they didn't have the wherewithal to vet people like Chronicles of Olivia or you know, Betty Bullhorn or any of these other vultures. You know, so then these people got, you know, I mean, I saw the numbers that Olivia got for that interview. I mean, it was like in the millions. And sorry, she's a bad actor. She's a hack. So, she doesn't have their best interest. And she showed her true colors because right after that interview that people said she did well, I didn't see it. But then she came out and aired that bullshit audio tape.
Wait, but she looks good.
Yeah, right.
Doesn't that matter? She's pretty. I mean, that's the and she's great at editing videos.
Well, that explains her popularity. That's for
I
sure.
mean, I think that's all you
Why
need
don't
to
you
edit
hang out
videos
with,
and look good.
No, you can be a
Trav
10 out of
or
10. But if you're not a good person
Oh, yeah.
inside, see
She's
you
not
later. Bye,
attractive to
Felicia.
me. As soon as I saw her open her mouth and the company she kept.
Oh, by the way, Queen, you got a super chat 10. It says, "Whoops, hit the wrong button." And in public, I appreciate Queen in the Hive. Oh, that might not be good. I don't know what we might have said.
Hey
yeah.
guys, it's NorCal. What's up?
Hi there, NorCal.
Hey,
girl.
NorCal.
Hi, NorCal.
NorCal.
Hey guys. Hey B Tim.
You joining the farm
guilty-
simulator?
I'm playing guilty of playing Angry Birds and Bejeweled. So
Uh-oh.
All right.
We have the next culprit, the next missing persons case.
Yeah. All right. 10 health
Angry
areas.
Birds, we know where that's going.
All right. I'm going to
The
resolve your
Illuminati, the reptiloid people.
Yeah. Happy, bless NorCal girl of her sins of playing these horrible games. And we're good.
Have we even broached on the fact that Betty and Jill are not actually doing anything for the kids and they're actually hanging out yelling Donald Trump 2024.
Oh my goodness.
you don't say.
Who was it that made a couple of good video exposés? Which one of the clip channels? Anyway, just expose it because again, this is somebody claiming that she had special invitation to Washington, claiming that it was all about her silly project of creating a national database. And
you
it's
mean down the
nothing
rabbit
but
hole.
CPAC, and she paid $250, and she even had the nerve to show very quickly her confirmation email. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't know about you guys, but I've been to a ton of
That is a
conferences.
screenshot because at
know.
the bottom of that was her camera roll. That's what we couldn't see before.
Oh my
It's
God.
her
She takes
camera
things very
roll.
I don't give a shit. What I do know is it was not no special invitation.
No,
course it was
everybody
not.
is invited.
And she's used that same tactic with her, alleged political work that she does, where she talks about having personal conversations with local politicians, and then we see the video clip, of her just at the amateur hour when any citizen can come up in front of the mic and and address the local committee. I mean, she's just such a liar. I mean,
Can you
certainly
imagine what
like
it
a
would be
poster.
like to live in her brain
No.
with the warped
My nightmare.
reality?
I would hope you guys would do me. I mean, if I were her, I hope you
Firing
would put me out
squad.
of my misery. Yeah, please.
All right.
I give you full consent
We'll
to
send the- we'll
commit
send-
euthanasia against me.
All right, Lady
This is
Justice,
Al.
you gotta get the paperwork done for that. We're gonna need that. To send
I'll
Steph
sign
there.
the disclaimer.
We can't afford an actual attorney, so we'll have to get we have to get Lady Justice. She's the only one that might.
Tim, I'll give you power of attorney.
Oh no, you better be careful of that. I might.
Can I have half of it?
I mean, with the crimes I'm being accused of with Farm Simulator, you might be in trouble. You might be in trouble.
Yeah, I'm playing by the way, I'm playing Talos Principle.
Oh, okay. I'm all right. Cool.
Do you know that one?
No, I don't. I heard Talos is like for Skyrim.
It's like Portal. It's like Portal 2.
Oh no.
Probably one of my favorite games of all time.
Right now, I'm playing actually as a game. I'm playing Sons of the Forest, which is a survival horror.
I've actually been watching videos. I've been intrigued. I've never played survival games, but I've been intrigued. It looks fun.
Yeah, it's a fun game. It's just I like playing hard difficulty. So you can build. Right now, it's just early access, so you can just build a house, and you get the AIs are like if you actually mess with the cannibals, they will start attacking.
So yeah, by the way, just for more propaganda on Tim, he hangs out with cannibals. Okay?
Yeah, exactly. Absolutely. I hang out with
not a
cannibals.
tomato.
Okay, listen, I'm gonna play this call. Go ahead and mute. And thank you, Steph B, for the super chat, love. I appreciate that. All right, ready for this? Okay, here's just a couple little minutes of it. This is Candace's prank call to Don's sister Mary.
Holy shit.
Yeah, it's
I remember this.
It's worse than my gutter
I'm
muppet.
embarrassed that I heard it, but
I know.
So what they do? They just knocked on the door and came in and cuffed him and took him. Yeah.
Oh, this was a prank.
Yep.
I'm so sorry, Candace. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I wish they would have told you the reason why. They didn't tell me anything. They just said they had to take him because of the Jeannie said again. Oh, really? Wow, Candace, I'm really sorry. I'm so sorry, Candace.
Yeah, listen to that. She was pranking Mary.
Oh my gosh.
It's always so easy to
sorry,
understand,
honey.
Candace.
I feel so bad for you. I wish I was there. Gosh.
I remember this.
Very bad acting.
So you don't think that they're just gonna take him for maybe oh, Candace, I don't know. Why would I take him all the way to Boston? What? But why would I take him all the way to Boston? This is the question, you know? I don't know. Boston? I don't know. He don't have any ties in Boston that I know of, right?
We all know we get
Solve the
kidnapped and
case.
taken to Boston.
Nobody knows. Oh my gosh! I know. When's your mom? Is your mom coming back? No, she's not. From the Capitol. That's all I know.
She said he's storming the Capitol. That's all I know.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh listen, God. I'm gonna play it again. Listen.
That was crazy.
It's like terrible acting.
I'm
Really bad.
Hold on, I'm gonna remind her. Listen.
Why were they saying Boston?
Yeah, they're on back chat.
Yeah, you're in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
No, storm the Capitol.
Did you just hear her say it again?
Storm the Capitol.
She predicted the future.
What was the prank for? Like what was he trying to do to her? Like I'm trying, like what was the reason for it?
They were, I guess, angry because she was butting up with McDonough, right? And spilling the beans about.
Yeah, somebody kept telling all the shit that she was telling. You know what I'm saying? She was saying things to certain people, and they kept, McDonough kept coming out with these fucking shows and all this bullshit, and you know what I mean? She knew it was coming from somewhere, so they pranked Mary.
Oh wow!
It was Mary. Mary was the one giving it all to McDonough.
I'm so
I
sorry.
wish they'd have pranked McDonough.
That would have been the fucking.
Imagine if they, if they had plotted a video release where they pretend on a hot mic to have been guilty and then have Chris run with it. That would have been priceless. I wouldn't have recommended it, but it would have been priceless.
Right.
And he would have ran with that shit.
Oh my God. He would have tweeted that out to the FBI and the CIA and CNN and Fox News and every frickin' media outlet and BBC and the fucking AP and Reuters.
How long?
Nancy Grace and frickin' every
said
true
Mary
crime
had
show.
called Don and told him Jeannie was filing charges on him. That's why.
That's right.
All right, I'm going to rewind it again. Listen to what she says. I'll even slow it down.
Nobody knows. Oh my gosh! I know. When's your mom? Is your mom coming back? No, she's not. Storm the Capitol.
Mary Amanda.
Oh,
Did you hear her say it? Storm the Capitol.
She's
like, what the hell?
Like he's a Minuteman or what? No, like he's a redcoat.
How far after someone
Well,
went missing?
there was
did they do
rumor
this
of the
prank?
cornbread mafia, so maybe he
Oh,
is
yeah.
actually. Maybe they got mafia and militia mixed up. YouTubers aren't that smart.
And how about the gay cornbread militia?
Oh
that a thing?
shit! Oh no! Don't give them ideas, Skep. They might make a video about that.
A bunch of gay guys dancing around with a Tennessee accent, making cornbread and
I had to keep
singing "The Hills
I
Are
just heard of-
Alive" with the sound of
Cornbread
cornbread.
and
Did
moonshine.
you just put an elephant just a second ago?
Wearing high heels and
All right,
boa
here's
pins.
I believe the rest of it. This is the other one, leaked phone call. Okay, so
thought
here's
on
the whole.
the phone with me to make sure he didn't get drunk or fall asleep, so that I could do the phone call with him at 9 o'clock. I tried to do it at 6 or 7, and he wouldn't do it until 9, and then he just wouldn't do it until like 9, and I was scared he was going to get drunk. And I didn't want him on the show drunk, so I had to keep calling him like every 15 minutes and making up shit reasons why I was calling him so I could make sure he was sober. Right.
Oh, yeah. Southern people can be drunk and not really even sound drunk, you know that? Yeah.
Listen, I don't even know how they ended up doing that call the other day when they called his sister, because we had just talked to them, and I sat down, we hung up, and they were drinking when we talked to them.
So basically, they were saying that Candace and Don were drunk when they did that. That's why they did it.
Candace
they were
was
drinking.
wasted.
She sounded blasted. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And they were
enough
like,
to
"Oh, well,
understand when she's sober."
when we talked to her, they were drinking. They were
Well,
drunk."
and that was also at the time of her mouth surgery too.
Oh, okay.
That she
Yeah,
had all
so
those
it was really hard to handle. Yeah.
And she was, that was also at that same time because they had just done the Dr. Phil show, all of that.
Yeah, and Dr. Phil did her fucking
Oh,
wrong.
that was really hard to watch. Yeah.
Yeah, it was hard as hell to watch. Not only that, but they with her teeth and everything, it was foul as hell. She had to go back and get all of her teeth pulled. She was so fucking miserable. She was in so much pain.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Well, and it was awful how the presumption that because she was, nervous and then and upset and then left, that was a sign of guilt. I mean, again, these people are they lack imagination. There are 1,000,001 other reasons why she could have behaved that way.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Absolutely.
I mean, under massive pressure, her daughter's missing. She's under the frickin' grilled light with a bunch of, hot shots, with cameras and fancy suits, speaking good English and patronizing her. And then she has a, anxiety attack or a nervous breakdown or whatever. I mean,
yeah.
If these people aren't guilty, her having a nervous breakdown every day is understandable.
Yeah. Well,
yeah, and I think with the whole thing with her sister, you know what I mean? I think that brings up a lot of old wounds, you know what I'm saying? And
yeah, if they're not
you know,
guilty, I
with
can't
Summer,
imagine what they've gone
got
through.
people that fuck with her and and I feel like Farm Lady, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's not that I don't really like her. I just don't trust her because for this entire time, for the last 2 years, she's been nothing but dragging them into the dirt, talking shit about them, running them into the fucking mud. And now all of a sudden she's got something nice to say and she wants to be their friend. I don't trust that shit.
Yeah.
That's still a fucking snake, Queen.
Is that Crazy Critters by the
You break
farm?
my loyalty once, that's it.
Is that what you're talking about?
One of these days, I need one of you guys to explain.
Yes, Ellie.
Okay.
Who Jody Sue is and what the story is, because I know the name.
Jody
I know that
Sue's
she
the
lives
neighbor.
Jody Sue
nearby.
is the neighbor.
I know she has her own channel, and I just see people with all sorts of varying opinions about her, but I certainly see an awful lot of people making money off her name, claiming she's guilty. And it just, so I don't know what to make of her or what her involvement is. Or
Well,
who's in the back chat right now, guys?
Oh, let me see who's in the back.
Feet. Uh-oh.
Travel Mullen Gmail.
It's a very long
I have no
story.
idea they were wanting to come up. They were back here, so I was gonna let them up. But I don't. That's fucking weird. I don't fuck with weird shit. So
Yeah,
You're-
maybe they're going to show us.
Not a good sign.
I'm just patrolling that back check, Queen. You know me.
I was gonna say you're the only one that reads back chat, and we don't read that dumbass
Might
shit.
be one of Tim's compatriot farmer cannibals.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You're really. We're gonna have to deal with you, skeptic. You know, we're gonna
Sorry,
have to take you
I'm
out
not
back.
going to let you off
The only
on that
thing
one.
I
It's
can tell
too
you about
funny.
Jody Sue is I can't understand a goddamn word she fucking
Yeah,
said.
well, and that's the way I feel. Is I just don't know enough. And the few minutes I've heard, I just have no idea what her position is. I don't know where she's coming from, so I don't know anything. So I'm not taking any position at all. I just don't know.
Oh, by the way, Queen, you got another membership. Welcome to the Oz.
Oz, welcome to Oz.
Oz, I guess. Are you the
Thank-
wizard?
Well, here's my educated
Great
opinion
show.
on Jody Sue Brown.
Queen,
My educated opinion on Jody Sue Brown is every person that's ever gained traction talking about Summer Wells, JSB, has ended up in their chat, cozying up next to him, and attempting to control a narrative and present herself in such a way that once she moved on to her own channel, she is live almost continuously, day in, day out. And I believe she's live so that if anything breaks about Summer, she will be the first to know. And I truly believe
So
that she
do you
holds.
just see it as a sort of opportunism?
Yes, sir.
Like she's in the know.
Also
because
believes
she's
that she
local?
may.
I feel like that, but I mean, you could say that about a lot of people if that's the case.
Well,
you know,
but I really feel like it's more of not so much just opportunism, but I think that in my opinion, from what I've seen, what I've heard, I believe that she could have more to do with the disappearance or know something more than she's letting on.
And suddenly everything became quiet. But anyway.
Cricket.
Well, I, if there's one thing I try to do, it's not speak on things I don't know.
Yeah. That's why I don't say anything. Like, that's why I'm quiet right now, because I don't know too much about the Summer Wells case.
Neil said she trolls the fuck out of all of them.
Yeah.
But I think I did, for some reason. I think YouTube has recommended her community posts or something, and I think she do a little victory dance recently, claiming that the police had cleared her officially, or did I misunderstand that?
Oh, maybe I haven't seen that. I'll have
I
to
think I
look
saw a
deeper.
community post where it looked like she was doing a bit of that, sticking out her tongue at her critics and asserting that she had been officially cleared by the police. But I have not looked into that. I don't know if that's true. But I think I did see something like a video or something, and I think it looked like that was possibly a true thing.
I don't know.
But
There's
I
a
don't
little
know.
girl missing. There's a whole bunch of adults, and I still believe everybody's a suspect until nobody's a suspect, meaning the little girl's been found or there's been further information. So
Well, that's fine. It's just what degree of confidence and the claims you're making about that. I mean, that's fair enough. Anybody for a square mile.
if
can be
she
a
has
suspect.
been cleared by law enforcement, then okay. So I was wrong. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know, so I'm certainly not critiquing your position on her. I just don't know enough.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about too much about the Summer Wells case, so I don't.
I hear her name bandied about often, so, and because she's in the neighborhood, I was
Yeah.
just, it's an interesting character. I don't know, and I also don't understand who this Hill guy is that Ziggy's always talking about. What his role is? He's like the neighbor down the street or something.
Fred
Oh,
Hill,
Ziggy.
he's the neighbor
Fred
on
Hill.
the road.
Yeah.
Yeah, we call her Ziggy Bones. That's where Ziggy found the bones in the yard that she
Right,
thought
right.
was the claim that was.
What an idiot!
Wait a
Yeah.
minute. Is it like every
Didn't
single?
Cher go public with that too?
Probably.
Or weren't there a
I
few
don't
people
know
then
if
that
she did or
ran
not,
with that
to be
story
honest.
that day that they found bones? I mean, I know Ziggy did, but weren't there?
I don't
more?
know. I was gonna say I know Ziggy did. I said I don't know if Cher did or not. I didn't pay. You know what I mean? I wasn't watching her. I had watched Ziggy that day.
But that was silly. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hearing how many neighbors were involved in this case that just basically made a YouTube channel.
Well, and I think I noticed. Oh, because that Fred Hill guy, he's got a YouTube channel too.
Does he have a YouTube channel? Yeah, because
I don't know.
And Andrew has one. Like they all did.
What the fuck?
Well, again, they all jumped on the bandwagon. What a good way to grow your social media.
And that's
Yeah.
that's what's sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, if they only looked at the demographics. I saw this great video by Tragedy Pimp Exposed. He was actually like, it was funny, but he actually talked about the demographics, and he said like a lot of the people in true crime like are older women in their 50s on SSI. They have a lot of time, and a lot of them just are alone, and they just sometimes get taken advantage of by like people like Dolly and Molly.
Oh, yeah.
They want that attention, and they
I've
just
talked about that ad nauseum.
yeah.
They want a community to you know what I mean. They want to. It's
Yeah, exactly. I mean, so much of this space is that people who are longing for belonging, for a community and friends, and half the phenomenon is that it's like the Cheers bar cliche.
Yeah,
They end up in a chat. They don't know why they showed up there in the first place, but people are friendly and say hi, and then they remember them, and then they have a place to hang out, and then their loyalty then just becomes more and more embedded the longer they're there. And then then you throw people some money, and then they're a little bit more loyal to you, and then you
and they
have
ask
that.
for it more, and they e-beg more. Have you ever heard Queen ever once, not once, say that? Not once.
Mhm.
Say, hey guys, if you want to, nope, not once.
Yeah, that's true. Another one. Do you think it's like possible that's like groupthink is actually something that relates to like a lot of people in these groups, where like their morals kind of get like overridden?
Of course, it's just straight up tribalism. I mean, I've been teaching about the sociology of tribalism for most of my career because it's so important in political science and economics and psychology and sociology. So you can't understand the true crime space or even the YouTube communities without understanding tribalism and how it affects people's behavior. So a lot of very moral individuals behave very differently in the presence of a group, a tribe that they belong to. They're also far more reluctant to speak out against anyone in the group because they know that there will be consequences. So that's why then people are less likely when they notice something odd in one of these communities to say something, because they know if they show any sort of critical thinking or independent thinking and criticize the channel creator or anybody in the chat room, they know that they'll instantly get ganged up on. So people then just quietly acquiesce for the benefits of belonging to a club. So I mean that explains a lot of group behavior, and to not understand just think about high school peer pressure and think about high school cliques. That's what all these channels are. And they also behave very much like little mini cults.
Yeah. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I mean, you see that in historical facts. I was reading an article. I was reading about the rape of Nanking, and it's like a lot of people think of that as like a groupthink scenario as well. And
It's definitely groupthink.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And
And
people are very quick to let others override their moral standards because, again, of the benefits of belonging, because we're social animals.
Yeah.
The thing that's the most important to us is to belong.
Yeah. And then there's some people that are kind of like, in that I was reading, it's like some people act like mind guards, where they're kind of like they kind of like the enforcers of the group, where they're like,
Absolutely.
think
Think about the mods. I mean, if you say something against the channel creator, the mods are very much like guards. They're like tower guards, like castle guards in a feudalist society.
Yeah, it's very bad, and then eventually they get replaced, and
But that's why it's very you always have to commend somebody who gets away from a bad actor crowd on their own, because that's not easy to do, and we need to commend it when people are able to do it. Unfortunately, for some people, they only ever leave a tribe when somebody backstabs them.
Yeah,
But to figure it out independently when nobody's been mean to you, and just to figure it out on your own, and then have the courage to leave takes courage, takes gumption to do that.
Yeah, I mean, like Voices, we were talking about Voices, and Voices had to like
Absolutely. And
decide.
somebody, Steph B, I think in the room earlier said the same thing, that she figured it out. And so, you know, we need to commend people that figure it out.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's a lot tougher to break away from like a cult than to, you know.
Absolutely. Because I can be tough. I can like kind of like, look, I noticed that they were an idiot. Why the hell didn't you? But that's, you know, it's sort of not fair. You know, whatever. You showed up innocently into a room and everybody was nice to you, and you somehow tried to interpret their behavior in the best possible light because everyone's being nice to you, and it's not easy. And plus, not everybody's there for. That's why the clip channels are so important, because you can also just miss, you know, the 15 minutes of a 4-hour live where your favorite channel creator just spewed really freaking harmful, dangerous bullshit.
I think a lot of people also don't know how harmful it is.
No.
They really don't. They don't understand the ramifications of an online space when you accuse a group of people of crimes and human nature, the tendency to get
People say everybody has the right to their own opinion. Well, you know, yes, that's true, but there's certain opinions that you should understand are very dangerous. And if you're okay with something, you're sort of signing off and abetting it. You know, that's not just you know, somebody prefers chocolate ice cream to vanilla. That's somebody prefers doxing somebody and putting innocent people's lives in danger. I mean, if you're okay with that and you stand by quietly, you know, I think there's a problem with that.
Yeah, I mean, like a lot of people don't really understand. Like, for instance, like when you accuse someone of murder, of course, people justify a lot of their actions. Like, oh, dox them is not bad because they're a murderer. Getting them fired from their job is not bad because they're a murderer.
Right.
And it's like you've already convicted this person in your mind, in your group, and you just
Indeed. That's why thank you for posting my community post yesterday. I posted one today on the ends justifies the means. And so if you believe, and so many of the bad actors, and I'll never forget, because I made a video with this one channel, and she came back and her feelings were hurt, and I made up with her, and she's fine in my book. I won't bring her name up. But she basically, on her live, she said, if these people are guilty, then we have every right to push them beyond the breaking point until they admit it. So again, if you're accepting the premise, if they're guilty, you're now giving yourself license to be a vigilante.
Yeah, it's modern day witch burning.
Absolutely. But the problem is you haven't demonstrated that your premise is true. And first of all, we don't want to live in a society where citizens are determining guilt or, you know, being judge, jury, and executioner. That's why we should have respect for the legal system and the law enforcement officers and the experts to do their job. Yeah. But nobody has respect for institutions in this space. They think their intuitions and their Google skills are better than, you know, the entire FBI and you know, thousands of trained law enforcement officers.
Yeah, which is very stupid and ignorant to think that
incredibly presumptuous.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything more arrogant.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not a true crime channel, because I don't think I have the chops. I don't have the skills.
I mean, I think the thing is that a lot of times it's very easy. It's like a slippery slope for a lot of people, and they don't realize how slippery it is. Like, you could just make one offhand comment, and if you don't
ruin someone's life.
Yeah, you really could.
And ruin a case.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
It's very slippery slope, and you don't realize it until you actually look around and you see that. And it's a tough slippery slope, and you know,
some people are constantly talking about common sense, but how do you not know that speaking to an impressionable audience of thousands of people and just feeling free to throw out insinuations that somebody's a child murderer, how do you not know that that's dangerous? I mean, I have to really question, you know, that's why I'm mean. I say this space has so many stupid people, you know, people that don't have a decent amount of, you know, ethics and decent critical thinking skills. I mean, how do you not know that you don't do that sort of thing?
I think a lot of people just are first off, a lot of the content creators that actually come and become popular get there pure luck and not really skills a lot of times. Like his Dolly Vision was just got there because he was funny and just very,
Well, and then also your audience tells you you're a savior and you're a
Yeah.
genius, and they throw money at you, so they reinforce that bad behavior.
I mean, the key, I think, is always to have people that criticize you and say, hey, you fucked up here and you need to improve here. And that's the thing. And a lot of people just surround themselves with yes men.
Yeah, you should be careful when you say that. What's your evidence? I mean, like being a scientific skeptic, we have the nerve to do this horrific thing, like saying, how do you know that?
Yeah.
Can you demonstrate that you know that, please? Do you have any evidence for that? And people get offended when you just simply ask them, how do you know that? And what is your evidence? They get pissed off at you. I mean, why aren't we all just asking that question all the time? And I do see people from time to time doing it. And then I smile because they're being good skeptics. They're just saying, like, how do you know that? Do you have any evidence? Where are your receipts? Citations, please. These are just like these should be commonsensical things that everybody should be asking when these channels are getting thousands and thousands of views, speculating out their backside. And also, and I think you and I, Tim, have also talked about tone of voice is also important.
Yeah.
Are you being passionate and screaming and saying this person's a piece of shit and they're an asshole and they're a child murderer? Or are you saying, well, I mean, it's possible that this person could have been there in this time frame, and you're calm and your tone is measured. So tone is also important. These people use hyperbole and exaggeration like crazy.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times people are just lack empathy. A lot of times they don't think in the term, like might not have to be the smartest person. You could just think to yourself, if I was in that same position, would
Where's
I
the
want
golden rule? Exactly.
Would I want to be treated like this way? Would I
Exactly.
want someone to accuse me of a crime I didn't commit and then ruin my life?
Well, and so many of these people, these are these people who pretend to be tough, like Betty Bullhorn. She's the biggest snowflake of all. She's the first person to play victim immediately.
She called
Did
the
you
cops.
did you see that I got under her skin big time?
What happened?
Tell them the story.
I decided that I was gonna pull a fast one and say I was on my way flying to CPAC.
Nice. I would have loved to get that on video.
Oh, we've got it. It was on Queens.
Nice. I mean, that's we need 50 people protesting in front of Betty Bullhorn's house with a bullhorn all night long, and then having the backlash of her neighbors against her.
We can't pass that law. They won't allow us to.
Yeah, we'll have to do it one at a time. We'll have to do shifts. The kid bypassed that law. We're gonna have to do shifts 24/7. That was a joke, by the way. We're not gonna do that. But anyway, yeah. And then she was so convinced that Voices was going down there. She made a reply. She was like, "Oh, this crazy lady's coming down here, and she's gonna confront me in CPAC."
Did you see the other video somebody made today where some guy on a bike showed up in front of the crowd of MAGAs and was just talking, and she again accused somebody of assaulting a woman, and he did nothing, and it's just right on video, and it's like the third or fourth time now that she's falsely accused somebody of assault. I mean, this is the strangler, talking to other people about assault when they're just like touching her phone or putting their hand up when she's in their face.
She
screaming.
spit on somebody in
exactly.
Idaho. I know,
Right.
and she seems really happy at CPAC. She her face is lit
Oh
up.
my God! Yeah,
She seems she's with her she seems really
She
excited.
found her tribe.
Yeah.
You're the fascist.
Yeah, she is definitely a fascist because she just wants that online system so she can dox everyone and throw them in jail.
Oh yeah,
and then when
you saw my community post the other day where I just straight up I'll say it. I mean, somebody else doesn't want to say it, that's fine, but I'll say it. Because she's got all the characteristics.
Yeah,
she's a hypocrite when it comes to free speech. So her free speech is sacrosanct, but anybody else criticizes her needs to be put in jail.
Oh gosh, it's so crazy.
She's for violence. I mean, she's got a history of violence. She's a thief. She frickin' contributed to the housing crisis by forging illegal banking documents for which she should have gone to jail, but she was a small fish and she got off. There's just everything about her screams
and so on and so on.
authoritarian. Oh yeah, and so on and so on. But everything screams authoritarian. She's not. I mean, the whole MAGA freedom thing it's just hypocrisy. It's freedom
Yeah.
for me, not freedom for thee.
Yeah, and I think like down the rabbit hole news tries to inform her. Says, "Listen, I have years
Oh
in the
yeah,
system," and she just
indeed.
ignores her and she tries to attack her. I saw the community post originally. She like typed in like a preemptive community post, like in the live chat, like some ridiculous. I think she was like, "I'm an advocate for children," blah 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 blah, and then like she just tries to attack down the rabbit hole news by saying, "Well, I've looked at you don't cover children." And how many
Yeah.
kids have you advocated
She
for?
didn't
It's like,
do any homework again, but it was just it's always the same thing. It's an ad hominem attack or just a big
Yeah.
straw man. You're not actually, you didn't address the argument. That's what, again, in my space, you just look at whether or not somebody actually addresses the strongest argument of their critic. And if they never even make an attempt to understand what the crux of the argument was, then you just know you're dealing with somebody dishonest or stupid or both.
yeah, pretty much.
Mhm.
Pretty much. I mean, like the lady just ridiculous.
I would love to see the body cam footage of the night Betty got caught running pantsless.
Foil across the
road.
I don't know that story. What's that story?
Said
Well, actually, I'd
she
rather
worked for
not
the
see that video.
FBI
than
and they
listen to
were
music.
fucked.
What happened? She was caught with her pants down?
She didn't have any pants on when they caught her.
What?
In the middle of the road.
Voices just laugh. You're getting the giggles over it. Go, aren't you, voices?
I just picture a big ass battery Betty with no pants on in the middle of the fucking road.
Okay, voices. I have a hard question for you, and please don't take it the wrong way.
Okay.
What did you see in Molly that you respected before you saw her true colors? Did you just think she was doing something?
Respect.
Okay.
You
go
know
ahead.
what it was? My mom died, and Molly was one of the only people that did something kind for me when my mom died. She had a candle made, a Molly Golightly candle sent to me from Laura.
Well, that's very understandable.
And I had just met her in Colorado. And at that moment, like, I really needed to be able to hang out with people. I was really dark. My mom and I were estranged. And so, ironically, when Molly threatened me and told me that I would be alone forever, and then she put my phone number out, and I have 2 younger siblings that I am estranged from, and it forced me to change my number. So I possibly might be alone forever.
Whoa, I didn't know that. That's pretty fucking dark.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, I mean, I hope that she drinks, Molly drinks more fucking Chinese tea, and she has to deal with the medical ramifications of that, and she has to shit her brains out.
I'm totally. And I hope every time she goes to the bathroom to wipe her ass, like, she gets all those little cotton ball things left behind that we all know that are just a fucking pain in the ass and cause irritated butthole, and so she has to walk around with an itchy butthole due to her.
Or diapers. Either or. The woman's a horrible person. By the way, if you don't know, Skeptic, Molly Golightly drinks Chinese tea to so her stomach is slim so she can shit out the pounds.
But Skeptic, I think that's one of the things that makes her so fucking dangerous, is that she can take somebody who's in a really dark, disgusting, ugly place, and she can make you feel good again. But then the moment that you're no longer useful to her, or you realize that, wait a minute, this woman's going to do something that I'm going to get arrested for. I want off. I'm out. That's the dangerous part. Because, and then I sat back and I looked at the month's worth of money. I helped this woman rake in thousands of dollars in the name of doing right. And they went down and did nothing but harm, violate, perpetrate crime upon crime upon crime. All because what? I sat on a panel and help people convince people to give her money. I'm an awful human. The only thing I can do is sit back and continue to call it out and urge and lead by example by going to my congressmen, my senators, my legislature, and showing the damage that they can do, and that other states need to pass laws and put some bite behind them, because at any moment, anybody can follow in their example and start doing it wherever the tragedy's at. And that's going to be a big problem.
Yeah, that is going to be a big problem for them, and it's a good thing you're doing that, because a lot of people got tricked by them to follow these terrible fraudsters, and they get their personal information, and then they use that personal information to scare people into silence and try to attack them, and it's really you're just an example of what they've done in the past. Basically, you just mildly disagreed with their tactics, and you said, "Hey, listen, we can't do this because we're trying to build an organization. We're trying to help, this case." And they proceed to dox you and ban you and try to destroy your life.
Yeah, because I want to help them follow the rules and not get myself.
Yeah.
Nonprofits have strict rules, and I really thought it was a real thing. Oh, gee.
Okay, you guys, I don't want to interrupt, and I don't mean to be rude, but it is 9:55 here, and Packla said he's giving you a big hug, Voices. It is time for us to all head, all 300 of us. We're gonna all run on over, buzz on over to Heels in the Air, and then when Heels in the Air is done, if we're still up and ready to be on the wild side, I'll pop another live up, and
I'll probably be sleeping. You know me.
Sinead, I know you got to skedaddle. You know what I mean? But it just
I got too many farms to do. I mean, the farm similars are not going to farm themselves.
His farm is way behind. His crops are going dark because of this whole thing.
I got to plan.
Oh my God, that's why you have all those extra old computers. You're running multiple systems of Farm Simulator.
You caught me. You caught me, Voices. You caught me. So I guess I gotta do the farm. We gotta
got so much to do tonight.
We gotta plan out. Oh, and Salty said, "Look, they caught Brenner on 3/3/23," and I'm like, "Bro, they caught him a while ago. They were just keeping it secret from the public until the charges were placed." But anyway, so he wasn't in court on 3/3/23. They just
the numbers. Got it.
Yeah, the numbers. Of course, the numbers.
Got to bring the numbers in. The gematria.
Yeah, farms don't farm themselves. So I'll see you guys, man. I'm going to be watching Heels in the Air. You guys have a good one.
Oh my gosh, it's the miner's birthday. Happy birthday, Kuffner.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Head over to Heels. Hold on. She said, B. Tim gets in his coffin to sleep. I'm telling
you. You're pretty close. You're pretty close, Heels.
Yes, and hit the like on your way out, hit the like on your way in, and we will meet over there at Heels in the Air. You guys, we'll see y'all over there.
Bye.
The link is in the chat if you need it.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.